What's up, folks? We are live. It's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways, as we do each and every day, except for Sundays, sometimes Mondays. Certified holistic nutritionist, here to talk about all things type 2 diabetes. How's everybody doing tonight? Or not tonight, actually this morning. Just woke up from the night, got some nice effective sleep. The question is, did you get any effective sleep? But you know how what we talk about here, folks. We talk about all things type 2 diabetes, all things insulin resistance, all things, erectile dysfunction, PCOS, all of these conditions that are related to insulin resistance. And we're going to cover why your A1C won't drop by itself. There's actually something that you can do about it. It doesn't have to stay stuck where it is. So it's like wherever your A1C is, it doesn't have to stay stuck there. So if it's stuck at, you've been trying to take it down a point or two over the last however many years or however long it's been, you're not stuck there. You just got to shake things up. And I'm going to tell you how to shake things up, folks. I'm going to show you how to shake things up. So how we doing, folks? My name's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. Been here 11 years. Been in Texas altogether now for 14 years, 14 and a half years, actually, coming up on 15 years in Texas. I think it's time for me to actually move from Texas. I've been in Texas for too long. I think I'm going to be here for like another year and a half. That's it. Started 2027. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. The question is, where are you from? What city are you from? What state are you from? Heck, I might move to your city. I might move to your state. I might move to your country in a year and a half. January 2027. Where are you from, folks? Put it in the chat where you're from. My name is Kelley, straight out of Houston, Texas. Talk about all things pre-diabetes, borderline diabetes, gestational diabetes, PCOS, all of these different forms of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes. Why is my blood sugar so high? Talk about all of that. Good afternoon, Maine. Shout out to you. What's up, Lindsay? Shout out to you straight out of, where are you from, Lindsay? The UK? You say afternoon because it's morning over here. It's 7:30 in the morning over here. Oh, yeah, in England? Yeah, the UK. What part of the UK? England or where in the UK? But amazing. We got folks tuning in from all over the world, man. It's incredible. Thank y'all for joining us this morning. My name's Kelley. My doctor wants me to take England, no doubt. My doctor wants me to take Rybelsus, and I don't like meds. If you don't like meds, user 426, then you're in the right place because I'm a holistic nutritionist and I talk about all things natural. Like, how do we do it the natural way? So let's talk about that. Thank you for asking that question, my good sir. Let's talk about that. Medication, diabetes, all of that stuff. Here's the thing. Type 2 diabetes, folks, is a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. So if you have type 2 diabetes, it was caused mostly by your diet and lifestyle choices. So with that being said, the same choices that you made, the poor choices that you made when it comes to stress management, activity levels, eating and sleeping, and maybe substance abuse, things like alcohol. And there's medications that can cause it as well, steroids. But those are the contributors to type 2 diabetes. It's either stress, it's either your activity levels, it's either what you're eating, it's predominantly what you're eating, how you're sleeping, or how you're managing things like alcohol. Or it could be a combination of all of those things. But the answer is somewhere in there. It's not in the bottom of a pill bottle, right? The answer to bringing your blood sugar back down to the normal range, the answer to kicking diabetes and reversing diabetes for good, I'm going to tell you, folks, it's not in the bottom of a pill bottle, okay? It's not there. You can look there, you can try it, you can experiment there, and it may work for a little while, but after a while, you're gonna find out, like, man, I've been taking this medication for 10 years. What'd you say, Rybelsus? I've been taking Rybelsus for 10 years, okay? And nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is maybe I got a higher prescription. My prescription is stronger. That's the only thing that's changed in 5 years, okay? You can fast forward 5-10 years, and then the answer is still going to be the picture, still going to be the same. Still going to be in the same situation. But the question is, how the hell do you get out of it? How the hell do you get out of this situation? Like, yo, bro, man, I don't want to do this. It's like you said, I don't want to do it. You're going to have to do some work. You're going to have to get so far outside of your comfort zone that it's not even funny. You can do it. Most people have the ability to do it. Let's just say you want to get your A1C to a 5.3. You want to get your A1C to a 5.3. Do you know that? And let's just say if your A1C is at a 12.7. Do you know that everybody has the ability to get their A1C back to like a 5.3? Everybody does. But most people just don't have enough reasons. They don't have enough reasons as to why would I want to get my A1C to 5.3? They don't have enough reasons to. Getting to a 5.3, it requires work. And why would I want to go through all of that work when I don't have enough reasons to do it? So everybody, we're gonna uncover that throughout this live. So here's what we're gonna talk about, folks. We're gonna talk about what is diabetes, what is insulin resistance, what is all of that, and then we're gonna talk about how to fix it. That's the fix. So it's a two-part process, folks. What is it, and then how do you fix it? Because it can be fixed. It can be reversed. Just like it was for me. You want to know how do I prove that? Like, yo, Kelley, how do you know that, bro? Like, you're just talking a bunch of cockamamie bull crap. Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Type 2 diabetes is reversible. That's not what I've heard. Let's dig into it. How do I know about it? How do I know that this is a reversible condition? How do I know you can bring your A1C down naturally, right? Because I did it myself. Folks. Sorry, you're in this camera over here as well. I did it myself. This is called diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. That's what that's called. 2 weeks after I took this picture, I got my diagnosis of diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. It was a grand day. It was a fantastic day, I'll say. All at the very same doctor's visit, by the way. Diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. But as you can see here, the picture on the after picture is I reversed the condition. There's no more diabetes in my body. There's no more high blood sugar running through my veins. There's no more heart disease running through my veins. Why? It's because I did what I had to do. I knew what I had to do. What was that? The work. And you're like, well, what's the work, Kelley? How did you do this, man? How? As soon as I take these pictures down, everybody's like, how? Okay. Here's how. By taking a lifestyle first approach. Just reverse engineer how I got it. I got it by having poor stress management skills. I got it by being a couch potato. I got it by eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, however I wanted, and staying up and partying all night. And then waking up the next day and doing it again. Doing it again, and then doing it again, and doing it again, until ultimately it caught up to me. And then I go to the doctor, and that was when I showed you this picture. 2 weeks after I took this picture. 2 weeks after I took that picture, I go to the doctor. Diabetes, heart disease, obesity. Look at that. Diabetes, heart disease, obesity. 2 weeks after I took this picture. Had no idea. No idea that I was walking around with diabetes and heart disease. You think I'd be smiling like that? If I knew that I had diabetes and heart disease, you think I'd be smiling like that? No, I wouldn't. It would have probably really defeated me. It did defeat me. So like I said, folks, everybody has the ability to do this. Most people just don't have enough reasons. Once I find out enough reasons, that is how I did it. Reasons. Reasons come first and answers come second. So let's talk about it, folks. Do me a favor. Put the word A1C in the chat. We're going to talk about A1C. Let's get to your questions. Let's see here. And do me a favor and share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with this condition, struggling with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, heart disease. Well, I had heart disease, but insulin resistance, all of that. Forward this live over there to him. I did it simply because I wanted to feel better. Let's see. What did I miss? Something? Hello from Seattle. Shout out to Seattle. Okay. Let's see here. Get some of these questions. I did it simply because I wanted to feel better. Granted, I'm only 127 pounds and was pre-diabetic. Okay. Brought mine down from a 6.8 to a 5.7 in 7 months. Low carb, calorie deficit, no meds. Okay, great. Can't eat chicken, pork, or processed meats. My body rejects them in cold water, low stress. Okay. All right. A1C. All right, here we go. We got some A1Cs. What's up, Catherine? We got some A1Cs in the chat. A1C. Let's talk about it. And do me a favor, folks. Put the word new in the chat. If you're new, you never heard of me before, like, yo, who's this guy, man? Who is this guy? Put a new in the chat for me, folks. We're getting ready to talk about all things A1C. First, we're going to talk about what is it? What the heck's an A1C, folks? We're going to talk about that first. And then, if your A1C has gotten a little bit too high, like, how do we fix it, man? Like, how do we bring it down? How did I do it? That's what my A1C got to, a 6.5. But now I'm back to the ideal range, folks. Old and gray. All right, new. Yesterday was the first time. All right, shout out to you, Pearl. A1C is a 6.6. I'm scared to death. Wow, yeah. Yeah. I wanted to practice, and what I preach. I'm a chronic disease nurse specializing in endocrinology. Shout out to you. My A1C is an 8.5. Here we go. Let's talk about all things A1C. Mine got to a 6.5, by the way, folks. So here's the thing. You're not stuck. Nobody is stuck with diabetes. Nobody. Type 2 diabetes, let me say that. If you've got type 1 diabetes, that's totally different. But type 2 diabetes, nah, bro. Somebody sadly misinformed you about that. And I'm sorry that that's been going on for a while. Well, today we're going to clear that up. Because I don't have diabetes anymore. A lot of the people that I work with, the clients, they don't have diabetes anymore. So if they don't have it, they've had it and they don't have it anymore. Can you do the same thing? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's get to it. Hemoglobin A1C. I'm going to tell you what it is. Then I'm going to tell you how to fix it, folks. Hemoglobin A1C. This is where we always start. We got to know who we're fighting first. We got to know who we're facing. If we don't know who we're facing, how can we defeat it? Hemoglobin A1C, what is it? Let's break it down. Who's ever gone to the doctor and they say, hey, the doctor say, hey, you're anemic, you've got low iron. Who's ever gone to the doctor and they've experienced that before? Put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat, folks. If you've ever gone to the doctor and they say, hey, listen, you're anemic, all of that jazz. Yeah, we got some me's. We got some me's. Me. Okay. So let's find out what that means. Why are you always tired? What's anemia? What's all of that? That's why you're always tired, because hemo means iron and oxygen. Iron and oxygen-rich blood needs to flow through every cell of your body 24/7, 365, every second of the day. Hemoglobin is in effect every time you breathe. That's what hemoglobin is. Oxygen-rich blood. Important stuff. Super, super, super important. And it's basically, you want to know what hemoglobin is? I'm going to tell you what it is. See how long you can hold your breath. Go and see how long you can hold your breath. My guess is probably no more than about 45 seconds. Give it a shot. When's the last time you tested yourself to see how long you can hold your breath? The reason you can't hold your breath that long is because you don't have enough oxygen-rich blood. There's no oxygen-rich blood constantly flowing through your veins. So hemoglobin is literally the oxygen or the life that you breathe. And it's so important, folks. If you don't have enough of this stuff, the doctors will give you a blood transfusion. That's how important this stuff is. The word globin means protein. So iron and oxygen-rich blood needs to flow through every cell of your body, being carried by a protein through every cell of your body. Literally, trillions and trillions of cells. That is what the word hemoglobin is. So it's basically the life that you breathe, and keep it in simple terms. A1C is how much sugar has been stuck to your hemoglobin or your life over the past 3 months. How much sugar has been stuck to it? What do you mean stuck? Well, stuck like if you take a Jolly Rancher, you ever take a Jolly Rancher and you put it in your mouth and it gets all sticky and nasty and all over your fingers and ugh. You know that feeling? Well, imagine that same feeling happening to every cell of your body. That's what blood sugar is. Goes through every cell of your body. So the A1C is how much blood sugar has been stuck to your hemoglobin over the past 3 months. Doesn't sound like good stuff. Stuck? Like, sounds nasty. Okay, 4 to 30. That's what this number goes. Anywhere between 4 and 30. Lower than 4 in some cases, higher than 30 in extreme cases. Do me a favor, folks, and put the word, if you're comfortable with it, put your A1C in the chat. If you know your A1C, if you're comfortable with it, throw it in the chat, folks. Type 1, A1C is at 11. Okay, let's see when these numbers start coming in. 8.5, 5.9, 8.7, 6.7.5, 12.8. Type 1, 6.2, 14, 7.2, 10, 6.2, 7.5, 5.9, 8.7, 6.1, 5.3. Okay, Catherine. Yeah. 13.4. Okay. These numbers that y'all are calling out is a percent. It is a percent of sugar that is stuck to your hemoglobin. So you say 11%, 5.3%, 7.7%, it is a percent. And the higher the percent is, the more basically that your hemoglobin is infected, shall we say. You're like, well, what do you mean infected? The scientific word is called glycation. Glycation is basically, it means that your cells are rusting. It's got a lot of oxidation or oxidative stress, aka like a pipe. If you look at a pipe, it's white when you first get the pipe. It's like nice and clear, but as the years go by, the pipe gets rustier and rustier and rustier. So that is, folks, is what's happening. That's what the sugar is doing to your hemoglobin. It's basically making you age faster. It means you've got, the higher the number is, it means you've got a faster date with the Grim Reaper. That's essentially what it means in a nutshell. But there is hope. You can get it back. But let's just break down what that means. So it's a percent of sugar. What does it mean when your A1C 5.7, 6.4? What does it mean? I know y'all called out some numbers, but what does it mean? A1C 5.7, 6.4. Throw it in the chat, folks. What do we think? What is it? 5.7, 6.4. Oh, good, someone says. Okay. I took control of my A1C with semi-glutides for, okay. Borderline, pre-diabetic. Yeah, pre-diabetic. Pre-diabetic. Yeah, pre-diabetic. But what does it mean to be a pre-diabetic, folks? Like, what does that mean? Pre-diabetes. Okay, let's find out what it means to be a pre-diabetic. Who can tell me what is the most important hormone in the body? Who can tell me what the most? Let's find out what pre-diabetes means. What does it mean? Because y'all named out a bunch of numbers, and some of those numbers were in the pre-diabetic range. So let's find out what this means. Who can tell me what the most important hormone is in the body? There's a lot of important hormones. There's glucagon, there's testosterone, there's estrogen, there's insulin, there's dopamine, there's serotonin, there's a whole bunch of them. Insulin, 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 insulin. That's it. Insulin, folks, is the most important hormone in the body. How do I know that? Well, if you ask a type 1 diabetic, how long can they go without insulin? And then what their answer will be is not very long. It's because that is why it's insulin dependent. That's what it means to be insulin dependent. Essentially means you're a type 1 diabetic. So you cannot produce the insulin that you need. So as a result, you have to use an outside source to produce insulin for you, to give you insulin, because the hormone is that important. If you do not have it, you will not survive. Some of those other hormones, yeah, you can live without those hormones. Yeah, your quality of life's gonna suck, but you'll still be alive. Prediabetes means that you are becoming resistant to the most important hormone in the body. It means you are becoming insulin resistant. And insulin is the key to everything. It's the master hormone, basically. It's the most important hormone in the body. And if you're becoming resistant to that, folks, I don't think that that's a good thing. So a pre-diabetic means that you've already got insulin resistance. It just hasn't gotten bad yet. It means that you're already sick. It means that it just hasn't gotten really bad yet. That's all it means to be a pre-diabetes. So there's no difference between pre-diabetes and diabetes, folks. So let's throw that myth out the window. People are always like, well, pre-diabetes, I'm not a type 2 diabetic. Bull crap. It means you got it. It just means it just hasn't gotten bad yet. So let's not take pre-diabetes for granted, folks. What does it mean? Let's up the ante. What does it mean now when your A1C is a 6.5 or higher? You start getting into the 7s, the 8s, the 9s, the 10s, the 11s, the 12s, the 13s, the 14s, the 15s. You start getting into all of that. What's the diagnosis when you go to the doctor? That's amazing, Becky. That's amazing. You lost 25 pounds and you lost 25 pounds and 12 pounds in 25 days just by following my 50-20-25 plate plan. Wow. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. Diabetic, folks. Diabetic. That's what it means. I saw a couple of them, but it means diabetes. Diabetes. What does it mean to have diabetes? Like I said before, insulin is the most important hormone in the body. When you become a type 2 diabetic, it essentially means that you've got too much insulin. A lot of people say, well, if you're type 2 diabetic, that means that you're not producing enough insulin. So that's why we got to use insulin. No. You guys got it all backwards. That's not how it goes. How it actually goes is you've got too much insulin. It's why your cells have become resistant to it. AKA, another way of saying resistance is a tolerance. It's built up a tolerance to insulin. Your cells have built up a tolerance to insulin. So therefore, how do you make someone who is an alcoholic? Let's just say if you're an alcoholic, let's just say first time you drink, it took you one beer to get drunk. Now it takes you a whole 6-pack. Now, as the years go by, you could probably drink a 12-pack. Okay, and you could drink a 12-pack and still be like, I'm feeling okay. Why? It's because you built up a tolerance to the alcohol. You've had too much of it. And it's the same thing with the insulin. You built up a tolerance to the most important hormone in the body because you've got too much of it. So type 2 diabetes, folks, is the reason that people use insulin. It's a form of force. It's a form of it's like the big bad wolf. When you give yourself more insulin from the outside, when you get the prescription like more insulin, what you're doing is you're forcing the insulin you're forcing the cells to open up. Like, open up. Insulin, the pancreas is like, yo, put out more insulin. So we're gonna bust the door down. We're gonna huff and we're gonna puff and we're gonna blow the door down until we get inside of that cell. This is what you're doing when you're giving yourself more and more insulin. It's like you're huffing and puffing. Big bad wolf. So it means you've got too much insulin, not too little. You don't build up a tolerance. You don't build up a tolerance to something that you've got too little of. If someone drinks a lot of alcohol and then you take them off the alcohol for a while, like, yo, you got to stay off the alcohol, bro. How do you fix it? You stay off the alcohol for a little bit. And then when you come back, let's just say you go a month without having a drink. You come back in a month and then have a drink in a month, you are going to feel it. You're going to be like, whoa, one drink, I'm feeling it. Okay? It's because your tolerance went down. And it's the exact same thing when it comes to insulin. Think of insulin the exact same way. You've got too much of it. So, folks, this is what it means to have insulin resistance. It means the higher the number is, the more insulin resistant you are becoming, which means the more sugar you've got that's stuck to your hemoglobin. Remember what we said hemoglobin was? Oh yeah, only the life that you breathe. So the sugar is infecting it and it's causing it to glycate, aka rust. And what does that mean for you on the outside? It means that you're aging faster. It means that you're checking out of here quicker. The higher the number is, the faster you've got a date with the Grim Reaper. Because hemoglobin is that important. It is the freaking life that you breathe. So who said that the type 2 diabetes is not curable? Type 2 diabetes is very, well, let's not even use the word curable. I don't know that they'll bust me for saying that. Reversible. It's reversible. 100%. Most people can reverse it. How do you know if you can reverse it? You go to the doctor and you get what's called a C peptide test. You go to the doctor and you get yourself a C-peptide test. You're like, yo, doc, it's like a special order. It's like a special delivery. They're just not going to give it to you. You just don't, it's not part of the normal routine. You got to specifically say, yo, doc, I need that special one, the special test to find out if I can reverse diabetes or not. And that test is called the C-peptide test. Ask your doctor for one, and you want that number to be more than 0.5. If it's more than 0.5, you can 100% reverse type 2 diabetes. So if this is making sense to y'all, folks, I want y'all to put a health yes in the chat if it's making sense to you now on what it means to have a high hemoglobin A1C. Basically, it means that the sugar is literally choking the life out of you. In the simplest way I can say it, is the high sugar is literally choking the life out of you. It's why people leave here 15, 20 years too soon. So folks, you're quite welcome. If you want to know how you've been managing this number, if you want to know if you've been doing a great job or if you've been, playing around, put a health yes in the chat. Y'all put a health yes in the chat. Do that if this is making sense to you. But here's what I want y'all to do. I want you to go take the quiz, folks. It's a 2-minute quiz that you can take to understand and learn your diabetes management style. Your style specifically. Not anyone else's style, but your style. Have you been doing a great job managing this number? Have you been doing like, I got some work to do? You can tell that by taking this quiz right here. It's a 2-minute quiz that you can take to understand and learn your diabetes management style. Here it is, folks. This link is like Disney World for diabetic. So if you're struggling with high blood sugar, high insulin, click this link right here and go take the quiz, folks. It is a 2-minute quiz that you can take to understand and learn your diabetes management style. Have you been doing a great job? Have you been doing a terrible job? That quiz is going to either tell you, it's going to either reveal you or expose you, folks. Okay? Well, a lot of people do not like to take this quiz. There's a lot of other goodies on there as well. There's the quiz, there's the masterclass. There's a free masterclass that we're going to go over right now. I'm going to go over part of the masterclass. It's a free masterclass. And then for the lifestyle medicine formula. And then finally, the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. This, folks, the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is if the doctor has been giving you the warning signs but no real roadmap, then the 14-day challenge is the map. 14-day blueprint. It's a nutrition blueprint. 14 days. I got you. You want to know more about that 14-day challenge? Check that link out in my bio. So that's it. Start with the quiz, though. Start with that quiz. What should the peptide number be? It should be above a 0.5. If it's above a 0.5, you want it between ideally 0.5 and 2. But just think of it as you want it above a 0.5. If you have it above a 0.5, you're golden. You're great. You're great. What if your A1C is elevated? If your A1C is elevated, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If your blood sugar is elevated, you should join that challenge. Who's the challenge for? It's for anybody who's ready to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster. That's who the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is for. People who are ready to get off of the endless cycle of medication after medication after medication. So this is making sense. Let's see. Show that again. All right. Good morning, Kelley. Thanks. Trying to eat more fiber. Yep. Hey, bro. I'm on antipsychotics. How do I bring that down? That's a conversation you got to have between you and your doctor, bro. I can't get into that. You know what I mean? Here we go. I can tell you about diabetes though. Somebody asked how you get there again. So you click right up here. Click on my picture again. Here's where you go take that quiz, folks. Here it is. Quiz, masterclass, 14-day challenge. All right here. All the goodies. It's a lot of freebies. The quiz is free. The master class is free. The challenge, folks, is the only thing that I got to charge you for, because it's real people getting real results in this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Right here, the one in orange. Real people getting real results. You want to use that discount code ENERGY. If you want to join that challenge, use that discount code ENERGY. But it's for real. It's real people getting real results. If that's where you are, you should join this challenge. But start off with taking that quiz. Go take that quiz, folks. All right, here we go. How do we fix this thing now? Now that we understand that we can reverse this condition. Most people can reverse this condition, folks. Here's the thing. Most people just don't have enough reasons. And most people just don't have enough reasons. And here's what you can do. Check it out. The most powerful form of healing that there is. People are like, well, how did you do it, Kelley? How did you reverse the diabetes? How did you do all that? How'd you do it? Right here. How'd I do it? You're just joining us. This is called diabetes. This is called heart disease and obesity right here. How did I do it? How did I go from having diabetes, having heart disease, and being obese as my diagnosis, all at the very same doctor's visit, by the way? How did I do that? What's the work that I had to do? You're like, Kelley, you said that there was some work that I had to do, man. Yeah, I did. There is no get out of jail free card when it comes to diabetes. It will go away, but it will not go away on its own. You have to literally make it go away. Here's the idea. Here's where we want to get our A1C back to, 5.3. I know we called out a lot of numbers over there, but to get our number back to a 5.3 where we want it, let me erase my board over here. Give me a second. We're going to have to do some work. Now, I can't prescribe you this medication. The doctor can't prescribe you this medication. Your family members can't prescribe you this medication. It's the most powerful form of healing that there is, folks. The only person that can prescribe it is you, though. And it's called lifestyle medicine. Lifestyle first. It should always be lifestyle first, medication second. I think that medication is very, very important. I think it's very important in the short term. If you need it, like if your doctor's like, hey, you need to take this is life-saving stuff right now, you just get into an accident or whatever, you like, yay, life-changing stuff. Take the medication. Listen to your doctor. Please save your life. But now, in the long term, you got to hand the baton back off to yourself, back off to your lifestyle, and you got to maintain your pace. Because that's the only way that you're going to get your number back to a 5.3 is to maintain your pace. Like I said, I can't prescribe you these meds. Your doctor can't prescribe you. The only person that can prescribe you is you. First part of the formula that you got to prescribe to yourself is having a peaceful mind. See, most folks don't understand what a peaceful mind is. It's like, well, what does stress have to do with anything? Stress management. What the hell does it got to do with anything? Well, it has a whole lot to do with a whole lot of everything. Why? It's because stress is the great equalizer. You could be eating good, you could be sleeping good, you could be doing all the other stuff, but stress will literally cancel everything out. If you've got a stressful job, who's getting on your nerves? Is your job getting on your nerves? Is your mom getting on your nerves? Is your mother-in-law getting on your nerves? Like, who's getting on your nerves? What's causing you all this stress? We got to figure it out, and we got to get down to the bottom of it. Why? Because cortisol will cancel out everything. That's the stress hormone. And when cortisol is high, all the time, stress, chronic stress, now your body is releasing stored blood sugar from the liver. Adrenaline, stored blood sugar, all that stuff is in effect now. So now that you've got extra blood sugar, now where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. Where blood sugar goes, folks, insulin follows. So stress management is so important. Here's the prescription that you gotta write for yourself. And when it comes to stress management or having a peaceful mind, you gotta write this prescription. It's called the 3 M's. Write it down, jot this one down, folks. Meditation, mindfulness, meet with your therapist. Those are the 3 M's to having a peaceful mind. Meditation, mindfulness, and meet with your therapist, folks. Get yourself one. That's the first part of the formula. The A, the part of the formula, the part of the prescription that people hate the most is the A, folks. And it's called having an active body. These are your new meds, folks. These are the new meds this is the meds that I prescribe to myself. These are the meds that you're going to have to prescribe to yourself. Active body. What's the prescription in active body? Movement has been part of our prescription, like activity and movement has been part of our prescription for like 1,000,000 years. But we often fail to cash in on it. Why? It's because we want to chill. Like, yo, bro, I want to chill. I don't want to move my body. People ask me, is it possible to be allergic to activity, Kelley? And the answer is hell no. It's because human beings were designed to move. There was no Netflix when human beings were created, folks. They were moving. So having an active body, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of moderate intensive movement. That's the prescription. Did you get it? Did you get the prescription? I'm going to give you a prescription in each of these areas. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of moderate intensive movement. You do that 5 days a week. You want to know what that means? You still get weekends off. 5 days a week. But when you're like, well, what's moderate intensive movement? What's that? Well, moderate intensive movement is if you're on a treadmill, let's say if you're on a treadmill, picture yourself running. And if you're able to talk, fine. Okay. But if you're able to sing, then that means you ain't maintaining your pace. That means you need to pick up the pace. So you can talk, but you can't sing. That little gray area right there between talking and singing, that's where you want to be. That's called moderate intensive movement. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of that. Boom, every week. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, moderate intensive movement. Just pound it in yourself. Write that prescription to yourself. Why? Because if you're suffering from high blood sugar, folks, you especially want to move your body. Why is it so important to move your body? It's because muscles are hungry. Muscles are hungry. You're like, what are they hungry for, Kelley? Well, they're hungry for the same stuff that you got too much of. Blood sugar. Muscles are hungry for blood sugar. It's why they tell you to go move, go for a walk after you eat. It's because muscles will soak up all the extra glucose from the food that you just ate. It'll soak up all the extra glucose, folks. It's like Pac-Man, just eating up all the pellets. That's what muscles are like. So that's it. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of moderate intensive movement. Telling you, folks, you want to get your A1C back to this normal range. These are the medication. This is the only you can try. You've probably been trying all of these different medications and glipicides and everything. You tried. You tried it and you've been trying it for 20 years. But what stands in the way becomes the way? What's standing in the way of you getting to a 5.3? This right here, having this prescription, maintaining your pace. What stands in the way becomes the way. That's the only way you're going to get out of it, I promise you. The next part of the formula to get your A1C back to a 5.3 is probably the most controversial one that there is, folks. And it's called clean eating. It's highly debated like politics. It's highly debated like it could be like religion. It's a nutrition. You like nutrition, man? I didn't realize how crazy nutrition was until I became a nutritionist. Now I understand it because it's so personal. Nutrition, food. All right, let's play a little game. Let's find out. It's Thanksgiving is coming up. I love to play this game. Which one do you prefer, folks? Is it pumpkin pie or is it sweet potato pie, folks? Pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie, folks? Let's settle the debate right now, okay? Let's put this debate to bed right now. Is it pumpkin or is it sweet potato? Over here as well. Is it pumpkin or is it sweet potato? Don't be bashful. Don't be shy. Is it pumpkin or is it sweet potato, folks? Let's see. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Let's see. Let's settle this debate right now. Yup, Frank, it's no joke. You're right, boss. Sweet pumpkin, sweet potato pie. Okay. Pumpkin, none. Pumpkin, apple, sweet potato, sweet potato, sweet potato, sweet potato. Man, sweet potato's been dominating. Like, okay. They've been dominating. That's a good one. Gina too, man. That's a good one. They're both vegetable pies. That's a good one. I never heard that. That's a good one. Pumpkin, sweet. Okay, sweet potato is the sweet potato. It's like 70-30. Sweet potato. Okay. So sweet potato is the winner. Shout out to sweet potato for winning this one, winning this round. So let's find out. Let's settle the debate when it comes to clean eating. Let's just do this. Clean eating. I told you, like I said, that's controversial. It could go crazy. Here's what you do. Eat real, whole, unprocessed foods as much as you possibly can. Real, whole, unprocessed foods as much as you possibly can. Preferably like 90% of the time, eating real, whole, unprocessed foods. Do you got to be perfect? No, you don't got to be perfect. But it's what you do most of the time that matters the most. What do you mean real, whole, unprocessed food? Something that was grown on the branch. Something that had roots. Something that had roots on it. Something that maybe something that had dirt on it. Once had dirt on it. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, legumes, aka beans, and leaner sources of protein. Like I said, I don't tell people what protein to eat anymore. Like, yo, eat this protein, eat that protein. I don't do that anymore. It's highly debated. So I say do this. Eat leaner sources of protein. So whether it's chicken, turkey, fish, whether it's eggs, steak, tofu, or tempeh, or TVP, texturized vegetable protein. Just make sure it's the leaner stuff and not the processed meats like bacon and salami and boudin. For my Louisiana folks, boudin, sorry about that, but boudin is not, you know what I mean? Boudin is not clean. Crawfish, folks, in Louisiana is not clean eating. Crawfish. They call them mud bugs for a reason. All right. Shout out to my Louisiana folks. I used to eat the hell out of some crawfish, so I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Things we got to stay away from. Avoiding the crap. You got to cut the crap out of your diet. Carbonated junk, refined sugars, artificial stuff, processed foods, aka crap. So that's clean eating. We're going to cover clean eating a lot more next, but that's it. To get your A1C back to that number, here's the thing. I want you to write this one down. Get your pen and pad and write this one down. This is going to change the whole game for you. When it comes to the diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and people saying that you cannot get rid of diabetes, you got to have type 2 diabetes for the rest of your life, and people have told you that, here's what I want you to remember. When the diet is wrong, medication is of no use. But when the diet is correct, medication is of no need, folks. I'm going to say that one more time. Let it settle in. When the diet is wrong, medication is of no use. But when the diet is correct, medication is of no need. Yeah. The E stands for the last part of the formula, folks, to get your A1C back to the ideal range. It's called effective. Effective what, folks? Who can put it? Effective what? Effective sleep. Effective sleep. You're like, what the hell? People ask me all the time, what the hell does sleep got to do with any dang on thing, Kelley? Well, sleep has a whole lot to do with everything. It's because if you're not getting, here's the prescription. 6 to 9 hours of effective sleep. You're like, well, what's effective sleep, Kelley? The restful sleep, the sleep where you wake up and you just like, oh, you wake up. The one where you can wake up without an alarm clock. You know that one you wake up without an alarm clock and you feel rested? That's effective sleep. People are like, well, how long should I sleep? You wake up every day. How you wake up every day without an alarm clock? Like me, I wake up every day at like 5 in the morning. Like boom, I wake up. It's because my cells are used. That's what I train my body to do, to wake up at 5 o'clock. Effective sleep, 6 to 9 hours. If you do not get enough effective sleep, this will throw off the whole thing. It'll throw off all the other all the other stuff. Because the lack of sleep is a stressor. Your brain at nighttime your brain at nighttime is an energy hog. Like it loves the energy at night. Like give me all of the blood. So if you don't get enough effective sleep, the E, you want to know what that's going to do? Oh, it's going to cause a domino effect. Because lack of sleep is a stressor. Check this out. Check out how they all tie together. Lack of sleep is a stressor, which in turn causes you to have get stressed. Your peaceful mind goes out the window. Remember what we said, what happens when you get stressed? Adrenaline released, cortisol released, stored blood sugar released from your liver. And where blood sugar goes, what? Insulin follows. So that is, so the very next day, you wake up more insulin resistant. A night of poor sleep, you wake up the very next day even more insulin resistant and hungry. You're going to wake up hungry. Just going to go raid the fridge. Why? Because your body's like, I need more energy to stay awake. Like, I didn't get enough sleep. Like, give me energy. So that's why you go raid the fridge. So that is it, folks. You could be working out like great. I'm working out, man. I'm clean eating, Kelley. I'm eating good. I'm sleeping good. But it's the stress, man. The stress is like driving me crazy, bro. Like, literally sabotage the whole thing. Meditation, mindfulness, meet with your therapist. Those are the prescription for that, for peaceful mind. Do y'all remember the prescriptions? Remember the prescription for number 1, to get your number back to a 5.3. The prescription that you got to write for yourself. Remember that one? The 3 M's: meditation, mindfulness, meet with your therapist. That was the prescription. We're doing a little overview. Active body. What was the prescription? What was the prescription? It was 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of moderate intensive movement. What was the prescription for clean eating? Eat real, whole, unprocessed foods, predominantly. Eat real, whole, unprocessed foods as much as you possibly can, predominantly. You got to be perfect? No, predominantly. And then the E, what was the prescription? 6 to 9 hours of effective sleep. That is how, folks, that is the only way that you're going to get your A1C back to a 5.3 and keep it there for good. And totally get off of the meds and all that stuff and just get your life back for good. Just like I did, just like all of my clients do when they work with me. They get their life back. I just teach them how to maintain their pace. It's just an endless circle. Look, you want your A1C. Here's how it all starts. Here's the sum of everything. Here's the sum of everything. You want to get your A1C back to a 5.3. These are the meds that you've got to prescribe to yours. Who can prescribe these meds? Oh, yeah, only you. Maintaining your pace. What are the meds? It's maintaining your pace. Having a peaceful mind, gave you the prescription. Having an active body, gave you the prescription. Clean eating, gave you the prescription. Effective sleep, gave you the prescription. What I didn't mention was the honorable mention section. Here's honorable mention. It's a huge section, though. It's not part of the formula. It is, but it isn't. It's called substance abuse. Yeah, that's it. Substance abuse. Alcohol, folks. I talked about alcohol earlier. Alcohol, folks, is not, if you're suffering from insulin resistance, remember we talked insulin resistant was the little thing we talked about insulin resistant? Alcohol is not your friend. Okay? It's not. Cigarettes is not your friend if you're suffering from insulin resistance. Steroids can cause it. Certain medications can cause you to be insulin resistant. Substance abuse. It's an honorable mention section. Like I said, alcohol is not your friend if you're suffering from insulin resistance. Okay, you get out of the red, you get back and you get your life back. You get your life back. Okay, you want to go out and have some alcohol every once in a while, that is your choice. But if you're in the red, if you're struggling with this condition, your numbers are high, your A1C is high, we got to lay off of that for a while, man. We got to get back right. We got to want it. We got to want this thing. You feel what I'm saying? You got to want it. So if this is making sense to y'all, folks, I want you to put a health yes in the chat. If you know exactly what it is, what the new medication is, what you got to prescribe to yourself, What the pace is that you've got to maintain. If this is making sense to y'all folks, put a health yes in the chat. Health yes. Put a health yes in the chat. This is making sense to you on what you got to do. And if you want to know more about this formula, I went kind of quick on this thing, but if you want to know more about this formula, here's what I want you to do. Health yes, what you got to do. Health, yes, yes, yes. Health, yes, not coffee, not health, 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 yes. We're going to get our health back. Here's what you got to do. Number one, you know about the quiz. Go take the quiz. It's a 2-minute quiz that you can take to understand and learn your diabetes management style. Where is it? Where's all that stuff? Where's all the goodies? If you're on TikTok, it's right here. Boom. Oop, not there. If you're on TikTok, it's right here. There it is. There's where all the goodies are, folks. I'm telling you this. If you're on my other socials, it's that link. Click that link in my description. You'll see that link right here. It'll take you right here. There's a lot of freebies on here. Go take the quiz, folks. There's the master class. The quiz is free. The master class is free. It's a 45-minute master class, folks, where I break down this whole formula. I'm giving you the keys to the castle. All you got to do is show up, do the work, and do it again tomorrow. Look. I break down the formula. It's a 45-minute class where I give you all the tactics. Not all the tactics, but I give you enough tactics in these areas to bring your health back. I go over that formula. That's here, folks. It's the 45-minute master class, absolutely free. All you got to pay is attention. And then there is the PDF, all kind of freebies on here, folks. But here's the one for my serious action takers. If you're a serious action taker, if you say, yeah, Kelley, you know what, man, I'm ready for change, bro. Like, I've been doing this thing for a long, long time. I've been doing this thing for 20 years. And, man, nothing has changed. I don't know what else to do anymore. I'm at the spot where I need change, man. I need something different. If that's you, if you say, Kelley, I need something different, or if you've been saying to yourself, I need something different. I need something that really works. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you are suffering from insulin resistance, high blood sugar, you've had it for, if you're pre-diabetic, if you are gestational diabetes, if you've got PCOS, type 2 diabetes, high blood sugar, and if your A1C won't budge, your numbers won't budge, you hang out with me for 2 weeks. We'll get that thing moving. We'll get all that stuff moving. What is it? It is a nutrition blueprint that says if you follow this blueprint, you are going to get the same or similar results as everybody else who has joined this challenge. There's over 300, almost 300 people have joined this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Now, it's a challenge to get you outside of your comfort zone for 2 weeks. You hang out with me for 2 weeks, we're going to get you off of that blood sugar roller coaster. If that's you, if you're ready to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster, put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat if you are ready to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster once and for all. If that's you, I'll show you how to do it. In the 14-day challenge, all we're doing is clean eating. We're talking about clean eating for 14 days. We're going to get in there. We're going to clean it all up. It's a blueprint. You follow the blueprint, you're going to be just like everybody else. If that's you, then I see a lot of me's in the chat. If that's you, you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Like I told you before, everything on my page is free except for the challenge. The challenge is the only thing that I got to charge you for because it's real people getting real results. From an 8 to a 6, A1C from an 8 to a 6 in 14 days. A1C from a 7.1 to a 5.7 in 14 days. It sounds crazy. Sounds extreme. But to get extreme results, you're going to have to do extreme stuff. 14-day challenges for people who have gotten to the point where change isn't just desired. They'll do it, okay? It's $99 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But if you use the discount code, the live discount code, ENERGY, use that live discount code, you're joining the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge where your blood sugar, your life will never be the same. We have someone in Beyond the Challenge. Yesterday, we checked in 34 pounds in 6 weeks. lost 34 pounds in 6 weeks. Someone just said they lost. It's not even about the weight, but the people are just losing weight too. Somebody at the start of this live, what did they say? 12 pounds. They lost 12 pounds in the last 25 days. 12 pounds in the last 25 days. Just following the 50, 20, 25 rule. This is some of the stuff that I teach you, folks. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Join that challenge if you are struggling with this condition. Use that discount code ENERGY. Why? It's because if your energy has been missing for longer than your gym membership, then the 14-day challenge is your search party. Use that discount code ENERGY. Now let's get to these questions. Let's go. Any questions? How do I get in the challenge? You get in the challenge right here. Here it is. I'm going to show you how to get to it. So you click right up here. And then you click on my picture again. $79 to join the challenge right here. Click right here. Click on my picture again. And you're going to come to this. Then you click right here. You see that where I just clicked that? I'm going to show it to you again. You click right here. That's the link in my bio right there. Boom. You click that link and it's going to take you right there. Here's the 14-day challenge right here. And boom. Click that one. Accept the challenge. Boom. There it is. Use that discount code ENERGY. That's the live discount code. You join. It's $99. It says $99 to join that challenge. But if you use that live discount code ENERGY, you join the challenge for 20% off. $79. Join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you are serious about change, you got to the point where change isn't just desired, it's downright freaking necessary, then you should join that challenge. So now let's get to these questions. Let's get to them. See if y'all got any questions for me. I probably missed a bunch. Let's see. No, we don't have it. There's no insulin. I'm getting you. That's the goal, to get you off of the insulin. Okay. There have been people who on this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge who have been taken off of their medication. Doctor took them off all their medications, insulin included, in 14 days. That is how powerful this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is. These are the testimonials. These are true testimonials, folks. So for the challenge, are you just going over what to eat for 2 weeks, or is it a workout plan? In 14 days, for 14 days, we're not doing all the other areas. We're hyper-focused. We're hyper-focused on nutrition. It is a blueprint. It's extreme. It's an extreme, but in a good way. Okay? Lots of people have joined this challenge. Lots of people have gotten amazing results. We're literally just putting think of the 14-day challenges going to boot camp. If you've ever gone to boot camp, that's what we're doing. We're just focusing on one thing now: clean eating. Boot camp for clean eating. Let's think of it like that. Workouts, that's beyond the challenge. So if you hang out with me for another 8 weeks, that's when we start talking about workouts. Yeah, just changing the way you eat. Just changing the way you eat. That's as simple as that. Tina, just changing the way that you eat. That is how powerful eating is. It's a lot of stuff that could be harming your health. It's a lot of stuff that could be causing you to have high blood sugar. It's a lot. Okay? But it's predominantly what you're eating. It's predominantly what you're eating. How do they wean them gradually off insulin? Please explain. Well, I can't wean them off of insulin. It's their doctor's job to do that. But here's what I do. I say, we're going to change your eating. I'm the nutritionist. We change your eating. We ain't changing nothing. We're just changing your diet from eating a whole bunch of crap, as I call it, to eating real food. To eating real food. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. And you do that, and as easy as in as little as 14 days, your body will respond. It's called taking basically a blood sugar shower, as I call it. We're gonna take a blood sugar shower. So we're gonna knock all of that sugar off of your every day. You're regenerating new hemoglobin, and we're knocking that sugar off every day, and that contributes to your overall A1C. And that's how you can do it. That's how people have taken who joined the challenge have taken their A1C from an 8 to a 6. Someone joined the challenge, took their A1C from a 9, from a 7.1 to a 5.7. Some people have gone longer and they've taken their A1C down 3 points in 2 months. Month and a half. Okay? 3 points. I'm not able to get to the challenge page. I'm not able to get to the page of the 14-day challenge. So click right up here. Click on my picture again. Click on my picture here. Click on my picture again. You'll come to my picture. And then you click on that again. That is where click on that link right there. It'll take you right to the challenge. Yeah, you're quite welcome. I have Tina. Okay. Thank you, Trini. Oh, no, somebody else. Let me see. My bad. I have type 1. I have a type 1 son for over 12 years now. So blessed you are you for helping those that need it. Thank you. You're quite welcome, Tina. You're quite welcome. Type 1 is tough though. Type 1 is a whole different ball game. Like we talked about earlier. Remember what we talked about earlier? So shout out to you and your son. Remember what we talked about earlier? I said, hey, go get a C-peptide test. The C-peptide test is what somebody said about type 1 diabetes. The C-peptide test will tell you if you're producing insulin or not. Most of the time, a type 1 diabetic, they're going to be below the 0.5, meaning that their pancreas is not producing enough insulin, or any insulin at all. But if you're a type 2 diabetic, remember what we said, type 2 diabetics is too much insulin, okay? So the higher the C-peptide test is, the more insulin you have. So that's why, folks, it's a myth. It's a myth that people with type 2 diabetics need insulin because they don't produce enough of it. So they need help. No, it's the opposite way. You're playing the big bad wolf. That's what you're doing. Appreciate it, virtuous woman. My daughter type 1 started in 12.9 after 3. 12.9 after 5, she was 5.8 after 5. Okay. He's 19 now, very healthy. Not seeing the follow button. The follow button should be up there as well. Yeah, his pancreas stopped producing when he was 8. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, so that's type 1 diabetes is a monster of a condition. So that is what we talked about earlier. Type 1 diabetes is very, very serious. Type 1 and type 2 are very serious. They're just serious for different ways, different reasons. Number one, type 1 is you don't produce the insulin. And type 2 is you've got too much of the insulin, so your body stopped listening to it like a long time ago. So how do you get someone to listen? You force them to listen. So you shoot more and more and more and more insulin. That is how you get them to listen, by forcing them to listen. So that's the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes, folks. So just clear that all up. Type 2 diabetes, folks, get it out of your head. It's not, you're not taking more insulin because you've got too little. It's because you've got too much and you're playing bully ball. I meant to say after 5 months, sorry. Good morning, sir. I'm trying to join the challenge, but that link isn't responding. It should be. Let me see if it's responding on my side. Which link are you pressing? Here it is right here. Watch. Check it out. Let's see. Let's go through it. Let's see if it does. Let's see if it responds right here. On my end, click right here. Boom. There it is. Should be. Is this the link you're talking about? Which link are you talking about that's not responding? Let me know. We'll get it cleaned up. But you should be able to get it right there. But if that's you, if you're ready for change, folks, if you say that, like I said, the doctor's been giving you the warning signs. The doctor's been giving you the road map. It's all the. I mean, he's not been giving you the road map. Just been giving you the warning signs. The 14-day challenge, folks, is the map. If the numbers on your meter are scarier than your bills, then the 14-day challenge is calling your name. You want to join that challenge, use that discount code, ENERGY. You're joining the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $79. You join that 14-day blood sugar. It's the live discount code. You want your life to change. If you say, listen, I've had it up to here with diabetes and blood taking medication. If that's you, if you've had it up to here, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What do you mean it's not? What's not responding? Like, what part of the app is not responding? Like, you gotta let me know. Why is it 14 days? Because that's how quickly it can change. That's how quickly it can change. You can put a huge dent in your A1C in 14 days. The reason that it's 14 days is because I want to show you exactly how effective, how powerful, how powerful nutrition and clean eating is in as little as 14 days. Even if you've been battling this condition for 20 years, in 14 days, you can put a huge dent. Like I said, we've gotten people off of I didn't take them off, the doctor took them off, of their insulin. No more insulin. Why? It's because we just did the opposite. You got too much insulin? Okay, let's eat the right amount of food that will allow the right types of food that will allow the insulin to come down. And in 14 days, you can do that. That's why it says 14 days. Yeah, energy. Energy, folks, is the, shout out to you, Tina. Yes, energy is the discount code. You want to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. People saying the link's not working. Let me know what you mean that it's not working. Like, it's not responding. Like, which part is not responding? On the, when you say you're trying to click on the link. Trini girl. Let's see. So you got to watch 18-month who loves sugary stuff like fruits and sugary drinks and snacks. Yeah, you do. There's been kids that, there's been kids that's 2 years old. Kids now and 2 and 3 years old are getting diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So absolutely, you're going to have to get that away from your kids. Get all the junk food away from your kids because they will devour it. Their little taste buds grew up eating Skittles. Man. What to do? Let's see. Oh, here we go. The link tree. So you're saying the link tree is not working? My link tree is not working? After I click on your pic, it just stops and there it does not open. Wow, really? After I click the link, after I click on your pic, it just stops. So you're saying when you click right here, the link worked for me just now. Okay, so now for me. Okay, the link is working. The link worked just now for me. Okay, it's working. The link's working then. The link's working. Y'all might be pressing the wrong link. Not entirely sure which link you're pressing. But the link tree, wherever people are saying the link tree is working. It worked for me too. Yeah. Not sure. So have you eaten? So the question is, so have you ever eaten processed meat every now and then because you are too busy to prepare a healthy? No, I don't eat processed meat ever, right? Because I know what it is. I know what it is, so I don't eat it ever because I got enough reasons. Okay, reasons come first. I got enough reasons is why I'm staying away from the processed meats, things like bacon and salami and all of that stuff. I know that what those things are. So it's easy. Right? I don't do that anymore. Back in the day, yeah, I'm eating the sausages, I'm eating all of the pepperonis, I'm getting extra pepperonis. I'm getting all the kolaches. Give me a kolache. Okay, all of it. Or rolled oats and almond flour pancakes good for pre-diabetes. No, not really. Not really. We're going to talk about clean eating coming up here in a second. But no, that is going to spike your blood sugar to the moon. Okay, both of those. So you just don't buy them. So you just don't buy them. I don't do bacon. Some deli meat and turkey meat. I don't. Not that I don't buy them. I don't eat them. Period. Like if I'm out and about and somebody's like, "Yo, have some sausage," I'm like, "Nah, I'm good, bro." Okay, I'm okay. All right. If I'm at a restaurant, they be like, "Yo, we got sausage and bacon." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm okay." So it's not that it's not just at the house. It's just buy it. It's just never. I don't. Yeah, those are group 1 carcinogens. Look up what a group 1 carcinogen is, and you will probably never eat those again. Probably never eat those again. If you use if you want to join the challenge, use that discount code ENERGY. You're joining the challenge for $79. Use that discount code ENERGY. If that's you, if you got to the point where you say, listen, change isn't just desired. If you've raised your hand, you say, I've been on that blood sugar roller coaster. I've been on this blood sugar roller coaster for many, many years. I've been on this blood sugar roller coaster for so long that I am ready to get off of this roller coaster. I'm in a lot of pain. So if you're in a lot of pain, that's just the interest that you're paying when you avoid doing the work. That's what pain is. Pain is the interest you pay when you avoid doing the work. What is the work? I'm going to point back to it again. Right here is the work. Having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, and effective sleep. The 4 areas. And the honorable mention area is substance abuse. So you're going to have to trade a little bit of discomfort for a lifetime without the weight of regret later on. A little bit of discomfort right now. It's going to be, yeah, it's uncomfortable to change your lifestyle. It's uncomfortable. Yeah, I get it. Most people don't want to do it. They're like, yo, bro, I would rather, I don't know, but I would rather not do that. I don't want to change. You're talking about eating fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and grains and legumes and leaner sources of proteins and like chicken and turkey, and I can't, and no sausages. You're telling me, Kelley, you leave the pepperonis alone? Yeah, that's the lifestyle that you're going to have to live. Why? It's because this is what you said that you wanted. You said that you wanted to get your number back to a 5.3. Everybody in the chat said that they wanted to get their number back to a 5.3. Everybody has the ability to do this, and I'll prove it. You want to know how I'll prove it? Say how. Put how in the chat. If you want to know how I know that everybody has the ability to get their number back to a 5.3. You want to know how? Put a how in the chat, and I'll prove it to you. Everybody, I'm going to say it again. Everybody has the ability to get their number back to a 5.3. I guarantee I can prove it to you. Ask how. Okay, you want to know how? You want to know how? I can prove it to you that everybody has the ability to do this. Check it out. In a hypothetical world, let's just say someone took your kids and they kidnapped your kids and they held your kids for ransom. The bad guys, they took your kids. And they say, hey, you got them on the phone with the cops. Like the cops were like, put the parents on the phone. They were like, you talking to the bad guy? The bad guy's like, you're like, well, what do you want with my kids? What do I need? What's the ransom? And the bad guy says, for you to get your kids back, you're going to get your A1C back to a 5.3. You know that people have done it. You know that you've got to change your lifestyle to get your number back to a 5.3. And you got to keep it there. And they say, listen, you can't use medication. You can't use medication, folks. That's the stipulation. That's what the bad guy said. You cannot use medication. But you can use everything else in your lifestyle to do it. You can do it. On your mark, get set, go. Now, put in the chat now, who would freaking do everything in their power? Put me in the chat. If you would do everything in your power day after day after day after day to get your kids back, to get your number to a 5.3. Put a me in the chat. See how many me's we got? See how many 100% we got? See how many me's we got? You just said how. How do I know that everybody has the ability to do this? Everybody has the ability to do this. You just don't have enough reasons. You just don't want it bad enough. You don't have enough reasons. If you've got enough reasons, you can do the most incredible things. If you've got enough reasons, you can do the most incredible things. Most people just don't have enough reasons. So reasons come first, answers come second. Okay? If you've got enough reasons, you'll figure out the answers. Okay, you'll figure out the answers of how to get your number to a 5.3. I guarantee you will. So are there any questions, folks? If this is making sense to you, put a health yes in the chat. Okay? I told you I was going to prove it to you, didn't I? How do I know that everybody has this ability? So, folks, here's a question I'm going to ask you, though. If you do it for your kids, why the hell would you not do it for yourself? Why would you not do it for yourself? Can you answer me that question, folks? Can you ponder on that one, folks? Let's just ponder on that. You don't even have to put it in. You don't even have to put anything in the chat. Just ponder on that tonight. On that hypothetical situation I gave you about the bad guys and all that ransoms and all that stuff. Just ponder on that. You'll figure out. I want to join. Just got my results yesterday. 5.1. Okay, kiss it thick. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Here you go. If you want to join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where it's real people doing real results, because the people who have joined the challenge, they've got enough reasons. They've got enough reasons. You join this challenge right here. Here it is. If you're on my other socials, it's that link in my description. There is a link in my description. You click on that link, folks. And that link, it'll take you right here. Here's where the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is. This is for people who are ready for serious change. This is for the people, like I said before, everybody has the ability to do this. Everybody does. Literally, everybody does. But most people just don't have enough reasons. If you've got enough reasons, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is it? It is a nutrition blueprint that says if you follow this blueprint, this nutrition blueprint for 14 days, the blueprint that I created, because I went through the blueprint, all right? I was obese, diabetes, heart disease, obesity, all of that stuff. Here it is, 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Now, again, there's a lot of freebies on the page. The only thing that I got to charge you for is the challenge, because it's real people getting real results in this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Now, it's $99. Normally $99 you join that challenge. But if you use that live discount code, the discount code when I'm live is energy, folks. Use that discount code. You join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $79. You join that challenge, where we are going to get you off of that blood sugar roller coaster. If that's you, if you're ready to get off of that roller coaster, if you say, this is my stop, then you should join that 14-day challenge. You should join it. All right. That's it, folks. These are the answers you're looking for. These are the answers you've been looking for many, many, many years. They're standing, like I told you before, what stands in the way becomes the way. This is what's standing in the way. Take a picture of it, put it on your phone, take a picture, snap, screenshot it. What stands in the way becomes the way. And then take a picture of this. It's the blueprint right there. So let's switch gears, folks. Yeah, no meds needed. Just got my results, 5.1. I just gave up carbs and sugar and reversed my type 2 in 5 months. There it is. There it is. X-ray this. So look, X-ray this did it. He did it. They did it. If I did it, if he did it, you've heard the stories. You know the scenario. You know the importance of getting your number back to a 5.3. If you want to be here for your kids, talked about, you want to be here for your kids, you better get your number back to that 5.3. If you want to be here for your kids in the future. Like, the higher the number is, like I told you, the faster you're checking out of here. The faster you've got a date with the Grim Reaper, the higher your number is. So we'll figure out a way to do it. And we can do it not now, but right now. Because you got to stop messing around, because diabetes doesn't care who you are. If you don't become the boss of your lifestyle, diabetes will become the boss of you. Write that one down too. If you don't become the boss of your lifestyle, diabetes will become the boss of you. And trust me, you don't want them to become the boss of you. Because they're the bad guys. They're the enemy. This is what you use to defeat the enemy. This is making sense to y'all. Put a health yes in the chat. And we're going to go on to the next topic, which we're going to talk about all things clean eating, folks. I'm exercising twice a week. I got good sleep. I'm working on the other two. Okay. Take time. Okay, great. Let's see, you exercising twice a week, good sleep, and you're working on the other two, the C and the P. Okay, great. That's what you're working on. Hey, one step at a time, Toddy 990, one step at a time. Take time for your health now, or you will make time for it later. Ooh, that's a good one, Frank. I'm going to steal that one, bro. Take time for your health now, or you will make time for it later. Ooh, that's a good one, Frank. It's a good one. Clean eating. Let's talk about it. Now that we know what we got to do, the overall picture, let's dial in a little bit of these areas. Let's dig deeper. Let's dig deeper on clean eating. Let's dig deeper. But before we dig deep, let me ask y'all this, folks. Who enjoys counting calories? When they say, listen, we need you to lose a bunch of weight, man. We need you to lose it now. A bunch of weight. Who hates counting all the calories and weighing all the foods and doing all of that stuff? Put a me in the chat. And also, do me a favor, folks. Bebop this screen and share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with this condition, folks. Anybody that you know that is struggling with this insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, gestational diabetes, like, yeah, send this all the way over there to them. I hate counting calories. It's tedious. Yeah. Who said that? Who said they hate counting calories? It's tedious. Yeah, Catherine. I hate it. I do all the food. I hate it. I do a food tracking app. That's the same thing, though. Food track. I said weighing your food, counting your calories, tracking them, doing all of that stuff. How do you feel about that food app? You okay with it? A lot of people hate counting calories, weighing their food, even putting it on the food app. A lot of people hate doing that. But what if we switch the game, folks? And we can just keep it super, super simple. This is called the clean eating plate. Like someone said earlier, as soon as we started the live, they said they lost 12 pounds, I think, in 25 days, I think it was, that they said, by just following this clean eating plate. We're about to show you. I said we're going to dig a little bit deeper. Now, I said there's predominantly, earlier, I said predominantly there's a lot of things that could be hurting your health. But it's predominantly what you're eating. You're like, well, what you mean, what am I eating? Clean eating plate. 50, 25, 25. This is a magic formula. Another magic formula. I give you a lot of formulas, but this is another magic formula. 50% veggies. Non-starchy veggies. What if we ate this way instead? Non-starchy veggies. Here's the thing, folks. My programs have helped a lot of people lose a lot of weight over the years. A lot of weight over the years. And ask me how many of them, how many calories have we counted? How many times have we weighed our food? How many times have we did any of that? And the answer will be 0. Okay? Because I know that's not sustainable. I know that's not real life. I know that people don't want to count calories all day, every day to lose the weight. They just want to know, how do I lose the weight? What do I got to do? Fill your plate with 50% non-starchy veggies instead. Well, what are non-starchy veggies? Cauliflower, broccoli, there's a whole list of these things. Kale, cabbage, cucumber, okra, Brussels sprouts, leeks, there you go, broccoli, bok choy, onions, mushrooms, these greens, exactly. These are non-starchy veggies. Cabbage, it's a whole list of them, but those are some of them. Fill your plate with 50% of that. You can make a nice, beautiful stir fry over here. This is a little beautiful stir fry. Check this out. 25% what? Oh yeah. Protein and fats. 25% proteins and fats. When you're like, well, what kind of protein, Kelly? Remember the protein we talked about earlier? Whatever the lean source of protein is that you choose. So whether it's chicken, turkey, salmon, steak, eggs, tofu, tempeh, whatever. Just make sure it's the leaner sources of the protein, not the freaking processed meats, the bacons and the salamis and all of that. No. The hot dogs. We're not talking about the hot dogs, folks. The boudin. That's not clean eating. My Louisiana folks, boudin. But the leaner sources of protein. Fats. Healthy fats. Well, what are healthy fats, Kelly? Well, avocados, nuts and seeds, the 3 approved oils, avocado, coconut, olive. If it ain't avocado, coconut, or olive, throw it out. If it ain't avocado, if it ain't coconut, if it ain't olive, throw it out. Take the big bucket of canola oil that you got right now in your pantry and just throw it out. Big bucket of canola oil, just throw it out. Big bucket of vegetable oil, just throw it all the way out. None of that. That's all processed. Those are processed, ultra industrial grade seed oils, ultra processed industrial grade seed oils. That's what they're called. So don't get those other oils. 25% carbs. And then I'm going to put fruit right over here. Yes, seed oils cause inflammation. If you want to do beef tallow, that's totally up to you. But you can put that over there as well. Things I don't recommend are fats, before we go back to fats, or dairy. Dairy, folks, is not a healthy fat. Okay? All right, now that we've established that. Cheese, folks, is not a healthy fat. Carbs. What kind of carbohydrates? Well, you can have whatever kind of carbohydrates, kind of what you want. You just got to obey the specific rules. You follow this 50-25-25 plate, folks, and you obey these specific rules. You ain't got to worry about counting calories and weighing food and all that stuff. You don't got to do all of that. Unless you want to. Unless it tickles your fancy. Carbs. Well, whatever kind of carb that you want. Is it brown? Is it white rice, brown rice, whatever kind of rice that you want. You can do whatever kind of rice that you want. What do you mean, so no rice? Whatever kind of rice that you want. Or I can just take Ozempic. You can do that, sure. Whatever kind of rice that you want, here's the thing. As long as you obey this very specific rule. You can go down on the carbs, but you can't go up. So white rice, brown rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, all the pasta, whatever kind of pasta you want. But try to keep the pasta, the single ingredient pasta, things like lentil pasta and chickpea pasta. Those are the kind of things that you want, folks. This is it. Oh, and then fruit. What kind of fruit? Preferably lower glycemic index fruits. Preferably lower glycemic index fruits. Like blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, kiwis, peaches, berries. How do I get the discount? Let me wrap this up. So this is the clean eating plate, folks. This is the startup. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get more into it. But let me get back to your questions right now. But this is the start of the clean eating plate. We're gonna dig more into this plate here in a second. But take a picture of it, folks. Snapshot this picture. Screenshot it. Okay? Screenshot it. How we get our number back to a 5.3? Screenshot the clean eating plate. And go get yourself one of those plates. But here's how you can get these plates. I'm going to show you where everything is. Watch. You can get yourself one of these plates. Look at this. So easy. You just carry this thing around. You take this plate with you everywhere with pride. Here it is. Here's where you can get the plates. Look. You can get the plates right here in my TikTok showcase. Right there. If you're on TikTok, you can get them right there in my showcase. Go get yourself one of these clean eating plates. I'm telling you, this thing will change the game for you. And if you learn how to play this game, with the clean eating plate, folks, here it is. Here's the plates right here. Just like someone said earlier when we started the live, one of the first comments was they lost 12 pounds in 25 days. They just switched it up and just did this. They lost 12 pounds this month. Okay? 25 days, 12 pounds. Just by following the 50, 25, 25 and obeying the rule when it comes to carbohydrates. Here's one of the plates. Look at the plates right there. Look at these plates, folks. They're like $13 for these plates. I'm telling you, it's the best $13 you ever spend right here. Look at these plates. They're deep. Look at that. 50, 25, 25. Look at that. Look at that. They're deep. They're big. They're flexible. These are great plates, folks. And they're made out of straw. They're not even made out of plastic. Right? Get you one of those plates. I'm telling you, it'll change the whole game. And for my people who want to know where's the challenge, how do you get to the challenge? So you click right up here, you click on my picture again, it is going to take you to this link right here. This, folks, is, you say, listen, Kelley, I need help with this. I need help, man. I need help with all this stuff. Can you help me? Where is it? So you click that link in my description, on my other socials as well. You click that link in my description, you'll see it. It says start here. Here's where all the goodies are, folks. It's like Disney World for anyone who is suffering from high blood sugars, insulin resistance, all of that stuff. Here it is right here. There it is right there. Check it out. There's a lot of freebies on the page. There's a quiz. There is a masterclass that's absolutely free. All you got to pay is attention. That's all you got to pay is attention. But for my people who are ready for real change, for serious change, thank you for the daily heart meet. For my people who are ready for serious change, if that's you, you raise your hand and you say, Kelley, listen, man, I've been about to start since 2020, and yeah, I've been about to start since 2020, and I still ain't started yet. If that's you, then congratulations. The challenge is built exactly for you. Congratulations. This 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is built exactly for you. If you're suffering from insulin resistance and you've been about to start for a long, long, long time, and you haven't yet, or you have, but then you stopped, this 14-day challenge is going to change the game for you. If that is you, if you are ready for serious change, then you should join this challenge, which someone just did. Shout out to them for joining the challenge. Shout out to you for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Shout out to you. Here it is right here. Someone just joined that challenge. They used that discount code ENERGY. Because why? A lot of people have been missing their energy. If you can't remember the last time you felt real energy just running through your body, then you should join the 14-day challenge. You ready to take control of your blood sugar? Then you should join that 14-day challenge. I mean, that's it. Right here. It's $99. You join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But if you use that live discount code, which someone just did, use that live discount code, you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $79. 20% off. You show up, you do the work, you do it again tomorrow, you're going to get yourself off of that blood sugar roller coaster. Because you already got you're going to have the blueprint in your hand. All you got to do is follow it. Taking your blood sugar back to boot camp. That's it, folks. We're going to talk about, in that 14-day challenge, clean eating. 14 days. Your blood sugar high, 14 days, regular. Your A1C is not going to drop by itself. Not only is your day-to-day blood sugar, not only is that going to drop, but your overall A1C will drop. People have done it. In the 14-day challenge, many people have gone from an 8, someone went from an 8 to a 6, got taken off all of their medications, insulins, all of that, glycosides, all of that. Someone went from a 7.1 to a 5.7. Someone is 80 years old who joined the challenge, and now her numbers are back below 100 again. She's 80 and joined the challenge at the 8 years of 80 years old. So it doesn't matter how old you are. So you can throw that myth out the window. It's age. It's like, what about if I'm like 65? Is that too old? What? Your body wants to heal. I don't care how old you are. I just said someone at 80 years old joined the challenge. So age doesn't matter. And she's flourishing now. Age doesn't matter. As long as there's still hemoglobin, red blood cells coursing through your veins, there's still hope. You go to the doctor and you get that C-peptide test, and your number comes back above a 0.5, you can reverse diabetes, folks. You can do it. If it comes back above a 0.5, it means you've got more than enough insulin. You've got more than enough insulin you're producing. Your pancreas is producing more than enough. So if it's producing more than enough, let's just do this. Let's just dial it back a little bit. Let's dial it back. If you got too much, you're going to dial it back. This 14 days is going to give your body the time to dial it back. That's what we're doing in the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. That's why people get amazing results. This is why people put a big dent in their A1C in as little as 14 days. See, I'm 65 and just finished the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Age doesn't matter. How much of an A1C drop have you seen during the challenge? 2 points. During the challenge, during the 14 days, 2 points is the highest one I've seen. From an 8 to a 6. She got taken off all of her medications. All of them after 10 years. Doctor took her off all of the medications. The most amazing story I ever seen in my life. It was amazing. She came on live and told her story. I was like, it's the most amazing story I've ever heard. After 2 weeks, you've been doing this for 10 years, dealing with these meds and all that stuff. After 2 weeks, doctor took you off all your medications, GLP-1s included. Shout out to you, Drea, for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Shout out to you. Can I have morning oatmeal? No, you cannot. Shout out to you, Drea. No, you cannot have morning oatmeal. Still. Can I have morning oatmeal still? No. You cannot. Reason you don't want to have morning oatmeal is because, check it out, that's going to send your blood sugar on a roller coaster. So let's talk about breakfast. Andrea, no doubt. No doubt. Shout out to you. Let's talk about breakfast. Let's talk about why you shouldn't eat a sugary breakfast. Well, you shouldn't eat a sugary breakfast because it's going to send your blood sugar to the moon. Right here. Let's go back to the plate. When it comes to breakfast, you're just going to eat sections 1 and 2. What do you mean sections 1 and 2, Kelley? Well, let me tell you how to eat your food. What's the order in which you eat your food? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to tie all this back to breakfast. Watch this. When you go to the restaurant, this is the order in which you, how do you remember the order in which you eat your food? When you go to the restaurant, what is the first thing that they bring out that they ask you for? They ask you for, what do they ask? I'm going to cover breakfast here in a second. What do they ask you for? They ask you, what kind of salad would you like? Would you like the house salad or would you like the Caesar salad, don't they? This is how you can remember what the order of the food. And you're like, yeah, I want the house salad. I want the Caesar salad. So veggies first, folks. Remember that on your plate. Veggies first. They bring out the salad first at the restaurant. Number 2, what do they do at the restaurant? Oh, yeah. They bring out the main course. And you're like, yo, that's me. That's mine. That's mine. Oh, I ordered the steak. Oh, I ordered the fish. Oh, I ordered the eggs. Oh, I ordered the tofu. Oh, I ordered the chicken. Oh, I ordered the whatever. The main course is that's next. So that's how you remember the order in which you eat your food. So the main course is next, aka your proteins and your fats. That's what you eat second on your plate, folks. Keep your blood sugar stable. To help keep your blood sugar stable, this is one of the, they call them a hack. This is one of the hacks you can do. Veggies first, proteins and fats, and then finally, what do they do at the restaurant? When they see that you've eaten your veggies first, they brought it out. Then they saw that you've eaten your main course second. Then what do? The waiter will see your plate. The waiter will see everybody's food is gone. And they'll say, sir, or they'll come over and they'll say, sir or madam, would you like to see the dessert menu? That's what they'll ask you. And you can say, yeah, you know what? I'll see the dessert menu. Or you can say, you know what? No, I'm okay. I don't want to see the dessert menu. But it's optional, right? That's the point. It is optional. Same thing when it comes to section 3. It is optional. That's why you eat that last. So think of whenever you think of carbohydrates, whenever you think of fruit, I want you to think dessert. You can have your carbs, okay. You can have your fruit, okay. As long as you think about it as a dessert, we're good. You're okay. You'll be okay in my book. Not even my book, your book. Not even your book, your blood sugar's book. You'll be okay. Think of carbs. Just change the whole game. Just change your relationship with carbohydrates. Just change it up. Change your relationship with fruit. When would you eat a dessert? Just think about it. You eat the dessert after you've eaten your meal. AKA sections 1 and section 2. Makes so much sense, doesn't it, folks? You eat this way, you help your body manage blood sugar a whole lot better. You'll still get some rises, right? It's still going to rise. It's just not going to rise as fast. It's just not going to hit as hard. Let me say that. It won't hit as hard. And you do that day after day after day, it won't hit as hard. So therefore, you're building up, you're becoming more insulin sensitive. That's what it means to be insulin sensitive, folks. It's what you do every day. How sensitive is your body, your cells, to insulin? So 1, 2, 3. Fruit as a dessert. You would never wake up in the morning and just have a bowl of ice cream, would you? You just wake up in the morning and like you get ready to go off to work. Like, what's for breakfast? Big bowl of ice cream and birthday cake. What would happen if you ate a big bowl of ice cream and birthday cake for breakfast? So think of fruit as a dessert. You can have your fruit, folks. Eat whatever kind of fruit you want. And as long as you obey the rule, remember, down but not up on the percent. So eat your fruit, folks. Just make sure you eat it in a certain order. as a dessert. So if this is making sense to y'all folks, put a health yes in the chat. This is making sense to you. No, you know what? Put the word dessert. Put the word dessert in the chat if this is making sense to you folks. Put a dessert in the chat. Dessert, yep. Dessert. I think it's 2 S's though. Desert. All good. So the next question is, yeah, dessert. So the next question is, what do I eat for breakfast then, Kelley? If carbs and fruit are dessert, well, what the hell's for breakfast? You just flipped the whole game. Breakfast should be a savory breakfast. Yeah, every day have a savory breakfast. Load up on protein in the morning as much as you possibly can. It's going to help you throughout the day. Feel satiated throughout the day. But breakfast is a savory breakfast. What's a savory breakfast? It is a first of all, let's talk about what it's not. It is not section 3. No section 3 in the morning. So no oatmeal in the morning, no ho-ho Twinkies and ding dongs and tricks and cereals and Skittles and Dunkin' Donuts and little Debbie snack cakes. Okay, none of that stuff in the morning. Bread. Big thing of bread, toast, and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly and no, that's not a good breakfast. That's called a sweet breakfast. And it's going to send your blood sugar very, very high in the morning. And you don't want your blood sugar to go high in the morning. You don't want it to go high. So therefore, you eat a savory breakfast. What's a savory breakfast? A protein, a fat, and a vegetable. A protein, a fat, and a veggie. That's what it is. A protein, a fat, and a veggie, folks. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what I like to call a savory breakfast. You do a savory breakfast in the morning. What's the savory? Give me an example, Kelley. Well, chicken and broccoli and an avocado. Chicken, protein, avocado, fat, broccoli, non-starchy veggie. That's a breakfast. It could be salmon and some nuts and seeds with some bell peppers or some spinach. It could be a tofu. Take the tofu, split it in half. Use the tofu as the bread. Replace bread, use the tofu instead. Oh, that's a new one. Replace the bread, use the tofu instead. Tofu scramble or tofu, you know how to do the avocado toast? So do an avocado toast, but just use the tofu. It'll make a world of a difference. You eat that for breakfast, boom, smooth sailing throughout the day. So let's sit down. Let me answer some of these questions. Let's get to your Q&A because I see the questions are coming in. I told you the questions come in. Let me sit down. The questions always come in when we talk about clean eating, folks. Let's see. How do you join? Somebody said, "How do you join?" You said, "How do you?" I need help from you to buy the 14-day challenge. I'm at therapy now, and I need to drop off. Training girl, if you send me a DM, and I got you. Right? Send me a DM, and I'll point you in the right direction. But it's linked in my description. Here it is. Here's where it is. Here's where it is, folks. Here's where it is. You click right here. And then you click on my picture again. Click up here. Click on my picture again. For my folks on my other socials as well, let me bring that up. Click that link in my description and you will come on. You will come here. Here it is, right here. You click this link right there. That link, folks, depending on that link, what social you're on. Here we go. Trying to bring it so everybody can see. It's right here. Here's where you join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Like I said, if you've gotten to the point where change is not just desired, where it's downright necessary, where you need change, not now, but right now. Right? The link's working. Somebody just used the link. A couple folks have used the link today. So the link is working. Right here. This is for my folks who are ready for serious change. Like I said, if that's you, if you've been on that blood sugar roller coaster, if that's you and you say you're ready to get off, this is my stop. All right. If you if you lie awake at night wondering if diabetes is going to steal your future, if that's you, if you stay awake at night wondering if diabetes is going to steal your future, if that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, because diabetes will not steal your future. If you don't let it, you got to fight back. You got to do something against it. You can't just let it just take you up out of here, because it will. It will take you up out of here. If you say, Kelley, I'm ready for change. If that's me, I'm ready for change right now. I'm ready to stop playing around. Then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Like I said earlier, diabetes doesn't care who you are. If you're ready for change right now, you say, today is the day I am ready for change right now. I want you to use that discount code ENERGY. Use that discount code ENERGY. Let me see. You probably can't see it over here. But it's ENERGY. Okay? You join the challenge for $79. You join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Life-changing stuff. If you show up, you do the work, you do it again the next day, I promise you, you will get the results that you're looking for. But you got to show up and do the work. It's a challenge. It's designed for you to be to take you outside of your comfort zone. Do most people want to get outside of their comfort zone? Hell no. But everything that you want and don't have is outside of your comfort zone, folks. That's where it is. Let's see. Let's get to some of these questions. Let's get to some of these questions on clean eating. All right, dessert. Here we go. Let's get to these questions. I don't like eggs. What else can you recommend? Well, like I said, you can do whatever you want. Chicken, turkey, tofu, tempeh, whatever. You can do, if you want to do scrambled, like scrambled eggs, you can do a tofu scramble. You know, you don't have to eat eggs. There's way more other options. Like I said, chicken, turkey, steak, whatever. Fish, whatever. Dessert. It was meant for you to cross my page. Yeah. I understand you better than the dietitian. Thank you. I am a nutritionist. I know a thing or two about, nutrition. Know a thing or two. Smoked salmon. Prefer you not do the smoked salmon, though. Prefer you not smoke it. But avocado and scrambled egg. Yeah, that's a good one, though. Veggie, yeah, non-starchy veggies. Things like avocado, things like, not avocados, bell peppers and cucumbers and, greens and all of that. Those are non-starchy veggies, folks. Veggie, yeah. What about almond flour? Yeah, you could use almond flour, but again, it depends on it's a better option. Yeah, it's still going to spike your blood sugar some, but it's a better option than, pure white flour. But yeah. What about greens, green tomatoes fried? They want to do anything fried, especially if you're frying it in the wrong oil. It's got to be avocado, coconut, or olive. You want to saute it on the stove? Okay, great. And avocado, olive, or coconut. Well, we stay away from fried food as much as we possibly can. What's a good breakfast for a type 2 diabetic? You just missed it. We talked about breakfast, folks. You might have just joined us, but it's a savory breakfast. Savory breakfast, section 1 and section 2. A savory breakfast is a healthy fat, a healthy protein, and a non-starchy veggie. So sections 1 and 2 on the board. That's a healthy fat. That's a good protein. That's a good breakfast. A savory breakfast. Okay, got it. You're quite welcome. Yeah, you got it, or you need us to hit you up? Send us a DM. Send us a DM with your information, telephone number. We'll give you a call if you're still struggling with how to find that. Trini girl. What about having to take high blood pressure meds too? It's the same thing. It's all related. You fix the blood sugar, you fix everything else. You fix the insulin resistance, you fix everything else. That's how it goes down. You fix the insulin resistance, you fix everything else. If you're struggling with high blood pressure, it's all going to point back to the insulin resistance. So if that's you, you've got high blood, if you got everything else, if you got erectile dysfunction, if you got PCOS, if you got all these other conditions, if that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, because it's going to flip the whole game in your life. We're not playing around. Like I said, it's real people getting real results in this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Heck, there's people who haven't even joined the challenge, and they're just following the 50-25 rule. They just following the rule and losing mad weight. People hit me up all the time like, yo, they'll send me a DM like, yo, I lost such and such weight. Just being on your live, bro. Just doing the stuff that you say. It's easy. If you really focus in on it, it's easy. But if you get to the point where you say, like, Kelley, listen, man, like, I'm the type of person where I need step by step by step by step. If that's you, you say, Kelley, I can do it. I'm ready. I'm motivated. But I need a step-by-step procedure. If that's you, you need a step-by-step procedure on all things clean eating. You need a nutrition plan. Like, I need a nutrition plan, man. Like, what plan can make the most impact in the shortest period of time? If that's what you've been saying, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, because that's exactly what it is. That's exactly how I built it. What about, and if you want to join that challenge, use that discount code ENERGY. ENERGY is the discount code to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's normally $99 to join that challenge. But if you use that discount code ENERGY, like I said, it's for people who are ready for serious change. If you're tired of being tired, then this is your move. This is your move. Is pickled beets non-starchy veggie? Yeah, you can do beets. Beets are great. Beets got a lot of nitrous oxide in them. What does nitrous oxide do? It basically just allows your body to take in more oxygen. Allows your body to take in more oxygen. That's it. And especially athletes use it for stamina. Beets, oh man. Why? It's because it opens up their blood, allows more oxygen, more nutrients to come in. So the beets are amazing. Yeah. Why are the 700 last week? Why are 700 last week? Why is what 700 last week? Not sure what you mean with 700 last week. Your numbers were 700 last week? A1C down from a 5.8 to a 5.6. Man, shout out to you. Shout out to you. What'd you do? Let's see. What about organic ground turkey? Yeah, as long as it doesn't have nitrates in it. As long as you look at the turkey and it says no nitrates, as long as you should be fine. It's the ones that you want to avoid, the ones that has the nitrates in them. Nitrates. You don't want those. Those are the processed meats. Can I have green banana porridge? Dre, I think you just got Andrea, right? You just got the challenge. We're not gonna do that in the 14-day. Eventually, yeah. But you don't want to do that by itself, though. You don't want to eat. You still don't want to eat, even if they're green bananas. You don't want to eat them without first having some food in your stomach, putting some clothing on the food on the bananas first. But if you're in a 14-day challenge, now we're not going to be doing that. Okay. What size is the serving plate? 8 or 10? Neither. It's 9. This plate right here. If this plate right here, this is the plate you're talking about. This is a 9-inch plate right in the middle. You want to go get yourself one of these plates. Look, here it is, right? Look, doesn't it look familiar? The clean eating plate. Look at that. Doesn't that look familiar? It's a clean eating plate. Go get one out of my showcase. These are the best plates I've seen. Oh, my man, Black Dog. Shout out to you, Black Dog. I lost 8 pounds in 2 months. Listening to you plus walking daily. Thank you, Kelley. Shout out to you, Black Dog, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. What about organic ground turkey? I answered that one. I think I already answered that one, didn't I? What kind of snack to have in between meals? Preferably not have any snack at all. But if you do gonna have a snack, it's gonna be a savory snack. Savory snacks, not a sweet snack. All right, savory snack. Load up on protein. What's to say that you can't have if you like a chicken breast? What's to say you can't have a chicken breast for a snack? You know, protein and a fat. Do a healthy protein and a fat. You can do something like an avocado boat. Take an avocado, take the seed out, take your spoon, dip it out, and you got a little avocado. You take some seeds, like pumpkin seeds, put them inside of there, sprinkle your little pepper on it. Woo, you got yourself an avocado boat. Okay, thanks. What kind of snacks? Yeah, help, please. What kind of help do you need, Doxy? Got to be a little bit more specific than Doxy Chicks. What do you mean help? What do you need help with? You know, because we got a lot of help over here. We got help is that a lot of people just want information. Just like, hey, give me information, Kelley. A lot of people can just take the information I give them and run with it. You can download the PDF. There's a PDF. There's a masterclass that you can take. It's absolutely free. That's a help that you can get. All you got to pay is attention. A lot of people take that help and they run with it. But a lot of people will need other help. A lot of people need help where they say, listen, I need the kind of help where I need you to give me a blueprint, step by step, man. If that's you, if you say I need a blueprint, I've been struggling. I'm really struggling with this condition. I need help. I want to get my A1C back to a 5.3. Help. If you say help, then the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is the help that you've been looking for. The help that over 200 and almost 300 people have joined this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge since we launched it. Almost 300 people. And they're getting some amazing results. But they're not just getting amazing results just because they're showing, just because they joined the challenge. No, they're getting amazing results because they're showing up, doing the work, and then doing it again the next day. And then they just repeat that cycle. Show up, do the work, do it again the next day. What's the work? Clean eating. That's the work. That's where we're going to start. We're going to start with clean eating. That is the work. How can you drop your A1C? I'm telling you right now. By doing the work. Having a peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, effective sleep. The stuff that I'm giving you right up here. This is clean eating. In the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, it is a nutrition plan. It says if you are specifically designed for people who are struggling with high blood sugar. It's not designed for everybody. It's only specifically designed for one person or people in this area, people who are suffering from insulin resistance, people who have prediabetes, people who have type 2 diabetes, people who have PCOS, people who have gestational diabetes, people who have erectile dysfunction. That's who the challenge is built for. It's built for you. Why is it built that way? Like, oh, Kelley, why did you build that? Why is it built that way? Why is the challenge built specifically, Kelley, for people who are struggling with high blood sugar and insulin resistance? Why is it built that way? Why is it built in a way that people are getting off of their medication by just following this nutrition blueprint? It is a blueprint. Someone a few weeks ago came on and told their story about how they got off their medication from an 8 to a 6. The doctor took them off of their medication, A1C went from an 8 to a 6 in 14 days. Stephen went from a 5.7, from a 7.1 to a 5.7 in 14 days. Had a gentleman who's a truck driver, for my truck drivers out there, had a truck driver call me on a Sunday after he did the challenge. The guy was excited. He was ecstatic. I never forget it. He would just say, this is what he said. He just said, hello? I said, he was like, man, it worked. Okay? Man, it worked. I'm at the doctor now and all my numbers went down. He was like, man, it worked. That's all he wanted to tell me. It was a Sunday afternoon. He was so excited. Why? Because he did the work. As long as you show up, you do the work, you do it again the next day, the 14-day challenge is for you. Use that discount code ENERGY. You join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I got to charge you for the challenge. It's $99 you charge to join this 14-day challenge. I got to charge you for the challenge because there's real people getting real results, and I want you to take it seriously. So it's $99 to join that challenge. But if you use the live discount code, which I'm live, like right now, I'm live. You use that live discount code, you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $79 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. And that discount code is ENERGY. You're like, well, why is the discount code ENERGY, Kelley? Because if your energy has been missing for longer than your gym membership, then the 14-day challenge is your search party. Okay? It's your search party. That's the kind of help that we have. We got free help, and then we've got the people who are ready for serious change. Those are the people who have enough reasons. We talked about reasons earlier. Reasons come first, answers come second. The people who've got enough reasons, those are the people who have joined the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. And then there's other people. There's other people who they just come on the live and they just soak up all the information and then they go do it. They go do the work and they get results. They come on and they never even joined the challenge and they get results from doing the work. Question. I'm pre-diabetic. Oh, I'm diabetic. Is it safe for me to do the 2 weeks fruit challenge? I will be safe for you to do the 14-day my blood sugar reset challenge. Okay? I wouldn't recommend the fruit challenge. If you're already type 2 diabetic, I wouldn't recommend the fruit challenge. No, I wouldn't. So I would say no on that one. Because it might be safe, but I would say no. I would say you join that 14-day my blood sugar reset challenge. Or we're eating real food, even though fruit is real food. We're eating real satisfying, satiating food. Real, whole, unprocessed foods. What we're eating on that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you want to join that challenge, you should use that discount code ENERGY. You're ready to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But there's a quiz on my page as well. You can go take the quiz. There's a free quiz. You can go take the master class. That's all free stuff. All you got to pay is attention. Go take the quiz, Understand and Learn Your Diabetes Management Style master class. I break down the full part formula: peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, effective sleep. I break that down all in the master class. That's all free stuff. But for my action takers, for my people who are, say, knowledge, they can get a lot of knowledge, but knowledge without action is just entertainment, folks. And I'm not up here to entertain you. Knowledge without action is purely entertainment. Another way to say it is, don't let your learning lead to knowledge, because you'll become a fool. But if you let your learning lead to action, you can do any damn thing that you want. Do you realize that? If you let all the stuff that you learned, if you let that lead to action, you can do any damn thing that you want. I promise you, you can. Amazing. Amazing, T. Started following you when I got gestational diabetes during pregnancy. Baby is here now. Fantastic. How you? Shout out to you and the baby, T. How y'all doing? Is 6 a good reading? No, it's not. You want it to be, you see what we got at 5.3. That's what we wanted. Let's see if I can bring this up. Might be a little low. I don't know if you can see it. But 5.3, kind of where we want it. Let me see. 5.3 is where we want it. Somewhere around there. I ate well and walked. Fantastic. T, shout out to you and the baby. Shout out to you and the baby. They're here now. Just lose weight and eat every low carb and no carb in the same boat. I think you're awesome. No, Lindsay, I think you're awesome. I think you're awesome. Here's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to go use the little boys' room, and I'll be back in a minute or so. But don't go anywhere, folks. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. In the meantime, while I'm gone, in the meantime, here's what I want you to do. Go register for the quiz. Go take the master class. This is all free stuff, folks. Quiz, master class, it's all free stuff. Go register for it. But for my folks who are ready for serious change, click that link in my bio while I'm gone. Here it is, while I'm gone. While I'm gone, use that disc. Here it is. I'll be back in a minute, but here it is. Click right here, folks. Click that link in my description. Press right here, boom. You go join that 14-day challenge. While I'm gone, you go join that challenge. You go look at all the goodies on that page. And you ask yourself, am I ready to take control of my blood sugar? Is this the day? Is this the day that I said enough is enough? Everybody's got to have that day. What day is that? It's called the day that turns their life around. What day is that? The day that you say enough pain. I'm in enough pain, Kelley. I'm like, yo, bro, like that's it. I'm in enough pain, man. Like, what can I do? I'm ready. I'm disgusted with taking all this medication. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't see that in my future. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code ENERGY. I'll be back in a second, folks. I will be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. We are back, and shout out to y'all for sticking around. Shout out to you guys for sticking around. Anybody take the quiz while I was gone? I don't think anybody took the quiz while I was gone. All good, though. All good. Okay, let's see. Let's get back to it. Where do we leave off? Back to it. Clean eating, diabetes, folks, it can be reversed. Type 2 diabetes, through the power of your nutrition, through the power of your lifestyle, you can defeat this thing once and for all. It is the villain. It is the bad guy in your life that has been disrupting your life for many, many, many years. And the way that you're going to defeat this bad guy, like I said, is to face him head on. Him or her, whoever it is. So what stands in the way actually becomes the way, like I said earlier. What's standing in your way? The only thing that's standing in your way is you. The major key to your better future is you. Because here's the thing. For things to change, you're going to have to change. For things to change, you are going to have to change. Like, what do you mean by that, Kelley? For things to change, I'm going to have to change. Because everything is pretty much going to stay the same. Politics are going to stay the same. Your negative family members are going to stay the same. The traffic is going to stay the same. Your job is going to stay the same. All that stuff's going to stay the same. So for things to change, you're going to have to change. None of that stuff's going to change. For things to get better, you're going to have to get better. Don't wish it was easier, folks. Don't wish it was easier. Wish that you were better. If you get better, I'm telling you, diabetes will cease to exist in your life. What's getting better? Every day, showing up, doing the work, doing it again the next day. It's the ultimate shortcut. All right, see you later, Lindsay. It's the ultimate shortcut. People are like, well, what's the shortcut to like, if you watch like Dave Ramsey, right? Dave Ramsey, what is he known for? Financial peace. He teaches people how to get wealthy. I was watching one the other day, and guess what the name of it was? There are no shortcuts to building wealth. That was the name of the episode. There are no shortcuts to building wealth. And when it comes to the same thing, when it comes to building health, there are no shortcuts. When it comes to building health, there are no shortcuts. The only shortcut is this. Like I said, showing up, doing the work, doing it again tomorrow. It is the ultimate shortcut, I promise you. You do that every day. You maintain your pace, having a peaceful mind, having an active body, clean eating, effective sleep. I promise you that diabetes will go, type 2 diabetes will go away. But until you do that, it's not going to. Because if nothing changes, nothing is going to change. I'm going to say that again. If nothing changes, nothing changes. What about prediabetes? What about it? Prediabetes is the same thing as type 2 diabetes. The only thing is, how bad did you let it get? How bad did you let it get? How bad did you let the insulin resistance get? So there's no such thing as the difference between prediabetes and diabetes. The only thing is, when you get to diabetes, they'll say, oh, when they say type 2 diabetes, they say, oh, okay, yeah, you've let it get a little bit too bad. So now let's, you let it get a little bit too bad. Now let's, yeah, let's do something about it. Let's give you some medications. Let's give you some of these medications. That's what their solution is, to give you more medication. And ultimately, you've taken all the medication for all these years and nothing's changed in your real lifestyle. Nothing has changed the foundation. As a result, then you get diagnosed with diabetes years later. You're officially a diabetic now. Why? Because nothing has changed. Folks, we're going to get out of here about today, and we're going to get out of here about 20 minutes. We normally go to 11, but I got some things to do today. But if you want to join that challenge, folks, if you say, listen, I've gotten to the point, like I said before, where you're going to find a way. Here's the thing I want you to remember. If you want it, you'll find a way. If you want to get your number back to a 5.3, like we talked about, a lot of people said that this is what they wanted to do. If you want it, you'll find a way. But if you don't, you'll find an excuse. I promise you, you will. What is the 14-day challenge? The 14-day challenge is a nutrition blueprint. It is for people who are ready to get off of the blood sugar roller coaster. That says that I'm tired of the bottomless pit of more and more medication. If that's you, if you're tired of being tired, then the 14-day challenge is for you. If you're ready to get off of that, if you're ready to get off of that bottomless pit, it's a nutrition plan that I built because I was a diabetic. I got diagnosed with diabetes, having heart disease, and being obese. If you're ready, if you say, listen, Kelley, I'm ready for change, man. Like, I've been saying this for a long time, but you've been saying, like, listen, I start on Monday and it's Friday again, then the 14-day challenge is your new day one. Okay? It's going to be your new day one. Here it is. You click right up here and then you click on my picture again. And it's going to take you right here to your new day one. Like, Kelley, where's my new day one? Where is it? It's right here. Click this link right here. Here's your new day one. Right there. You scroll up. And then you click right here. That orange one right there. That's going to be your new day one, folks. That's it. Right there. The 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Like I said, if you keep saying, I'm going to start on Monday, and it's Friday again, tomorrow's about to be Friday. If that's you, then this 14-day challenge is going to be for you. You're ready to take control of that blood sugar. If that's you, you've been saying, I've been ready to take control of this blood sugar since 2020, bro. And I haven't really done much, to be honest with you, Kelley. I haven't done much with it, to be honest with you. I did it for like a little while, but then I stopped. Then I just started going back to doing what I wanted to do. Now my number's at a 14, man. Like, what do I do? Here's what you do. You join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's $99 to join that 14-day challenge. It's $99 to join the 14-day challenge. Here's where you get it. Here's all the stuff that you get, all the goodies, all of that. But while I'm live, which I'll be live for like another, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes or so, you want to use that discount code ENERGY. And while I'm live, you use that discount code ENERGY, you're going to get your energy back. You join the challenge for $79. Instead of $99, it's $79 to join that challenge. You use that discount code ENERGY. The live is live, only while I'm live. Live discount code, energy. That's it, folks. That's where it is. But it's only for people who are ready. If you're not ready, if you say like, yeah, Kelley, like, listen, I've only been, some people will say like, listen, Kelley, like, I'm only a pre-diabetic. I'm only in a little bit of pain, Kelley. Like, I think I can navigate the medications. I can do the medications for a little while longer. I'm not at that point yet. I tell you, it's not for you. It's not for those people who have the medication, they're taking the medication and they're good with it. The challenge is not for you. The challenge, and if you're suffering from insulin resistance, so it's not for you, if you've got it under control. But the challenge is for people who are ready to get off the bottomless, to escape the bottomless pit of just more and glipicides, metformins, and GLP-1s, and Ozempics, and Zepbands, and I can't even pronounce some of the stuff. If that's you, if you're ready to get off of that nightmare, that blood sugar, the medication abyss, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You should use that discount code, energy. And then you would be joining the challenge for $79 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where your life, your blood sugar, your life, none of that stuff is ever going to be the same ever again in your life. Like I said, you got to do the shortcut though. Remember the shortcut? Show up, do the work, do it again tomorrow. What's the work? This stuff right here, clean eating. I'm going to show you how to do that. Take all the guesswork out of it for you. In the challenge, I've taken all the guesswork out of it for you. All you got to do is just show up and do the work. What to eat's taken out of it. You don't have to guess what to eat. When to eat, all taken out of. You don't have to guess when to eat. You don't have to do any of that. All you got to do is just show up and do that work. So it's a blueprint. Use the discount code ENERGY. Let's see. Just came in, ready to go. I'm ready. I'm pre-diabetes 5.9. If you're ready, then you should join the challenge. I went from 4 shots to taking 0. Amazing, Cheryl. How did you do that? It's amazing. I have gestational diabetes and scared to develop diabetes afterwards. We just had someone who came on and said they were listening. They've been doing the stuff that I've been saying while they're pregnant, and now the baby's here, all nice and healthy. And now they're continuing to on that path of clean eating and lifestyle medicine. So yeah, gestational diabetes. So if you're suffering from pre-diabetes, gestational diabetes, PCOS, erectile dysfunction, pre-diabetes, borderline diabetes, type 2 diabetes, high blood sugar, period, then you should join that 14-day challenge. I have high blood sugar related to insulin. Is high blood sugar related to insulin resistance? Everything is related to insulin resistance. Literally almost everything. That's why I had heart disease. You're like, well, what you mean? Yeah, it's all related. Insulin resistance is the underlying condition to everything. Insulin resistance. High blood pressure, inflammation, erectile dysfunction, PCOS, all of that stuff is related to insulin resistance, because insulin is the most important hormone in your body. And with insulin being the most important hormone in your body, you don't want to be resistant to that. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, as they say. I'm gonna keep it a buck and say that is the one thing you do not want. You do not want to be insulin resistant. You do not want to be resistant to the most important hormone in the body. What if you're vegan? Does your service help with that? My program is for whatever diet that whatever protein you choose. Like I said before, whether it's chicken, whether it's turkey, whether it's tofu or tempeh for my plant-based folks, whether it's TVP, texturized vegetable protein, mushrooms, right? It's all whatever you eat. The 14-day challenge has something for you. That's how I designed it. Why did I design it that way? It's because I know a thing or two about this condition, folks. Like I told you before, I had diabetes, heart disease. If you're just joining us, if you're new, I had diabetes, I had heart disease, and I was obese. You see this? All of these pictures, folks. Look at this. This is called diabetes. This is called obesity. Diabetes, obesity, right here. That's what it's called. And what's crazy is I was diagnosed this 2 weeks after I took this picture. 2 weeks after I took this picture, I was diagnosed with diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. So yes, insulin resistance, it's called a metabolic syndrome, is all heart disease. I had heart disease as well. So nice little bonus. Not only was I insulin resistant, I also had heart disease, was a nice little bonus. Okay. Not only did I have heart disease, I was also obese. That was another bonus. But the ultimate cherry on top is when I got diagnosed this all at the very same doctor's visit, folks. All at the very same doctor's visit, I was diagnosed with heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. So I know a thing or two about reversing this condition. Now I no longer have that. Look how many inches I lost off my waist. I no longer have this condition, folks. So diabetes, like I said, like the name of this chat over here, it's called Diabetes Doesn't Define You. Diabetes does not define you. Once you get diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, do you have to have it for the rest of your life? Answer is no. Only if you want it to. If you want it to, yeah, it can. It will persist for the rest of your life. Because what you resist, it will persist. Right? What you resist will persist. So you have to face it head on. That's what I had to do. It's what I had to do. It's what you're going to have to do. You can try to skate around it. Like, I'm going to skate around it. Is there a new med that I can take, doc? Is there like the newest and latest and greatest med that I can take so that I can avoid doing the work? And the doctor may say, yeah, here's some med. Take this new med. Hey, we're trying, bro. Take it. Take this new med. But I'm here to tell you, there are no shortcuts. There are none. Yeah, people lose weight. Yeah, people on Ozempic and all that stuff, they lose weight and all that stuff. But what happens to them when they stop taking the Ozempic and all that stuff and they go back to normal, to their normal lifestyle? What happens? Well, what happens is the weight comes back. Your A1C goes back up. That's what happens, folks. Your A1C is not going to drop by itself. You can't artificially bring it down and expect it to stay there. You can't. You can try. You can try to tiptoe around it. You can try to neglect it. Like, now I'm going to neglect clean eating. I'm going to neglect having a peaceful mind. I'm going to neglect having an active body. I'm going to neglect my sleep. Neglect is silent, but its consequences are loud. I'm going to say that again. Neglect is silent, but its consequences, they're loud. When they say you got to go get your foot amputated, that's pretty loud consequence. When they say you losing your vision, that's a pretty loud consequence. When they say that your kidneys are shot, that's a pretty loud consequence. Due to blood sugar, high blood sugar for many years, when you pay the ultimate price, like my sister did at the age of 55 years old. She's no longer here. She passed away at the age of 55 years old 2 years ago from complications of diabetes. Some pretty loud consequences. Liver, eyes, deteriorating, all of that. Deteriorating everything. Muscle, yeah. Nerves, all of that. Your A1C is not going to drop by itself, folks. You're going to have to do something to get insane results, or to get like ridiculous, or to get like crazy results. You're going to have to do something crazy. You're going to have to get outside of your comfort zone. To get extreme results, you're going to have to do something extreme. Yes, my sister was type 2 diabetic. She was a type 2 diabetic. So it doesn't matter if you're type 1 or type 2. Like, insulin is freaking important. Whether you got too little of it or whether you got too much of it. Either way, you want to have the right amount of it. So type 1 or type 2 diabetic. But my sister was type 2 diabetic. If you keep avoiding the climb, don't be shocked how steep regret feels later. If you keep avoiding the climb, don't be shocked at how steep regret feels later. So we can't avoid it, folks. We can't avoid what we're going to have to do. The work that we kind of have to do, we cannot avoid it. You can take all the glipizide and metformins and all that stuff, but it should always be lifestyle first, medication second. If you cannot fix it with the diet and lifestyle first, okay, then we can talk about the medication. But it should always be lifestyle first, medication second. No matter how you swing it, no matter how you say it there, whatever. Lifestyle first, medication second. That's the work that you're going to have to do. That's the work that you're going to have to, it's standing in the way. But everything that you want and don't have is on the other side of something hard. Everything that you want and don't have is outside of your comfort zone. So if you just step out, everything that you want is right there. If you step out, everything you want is right there. What is the 14-day challenge? What is the 14-day challenge, and what does it consist of? It is a nutrition blueprint. 14-day blueprint. It says if you show up and you do the work, all the guesswork's taken out of it for you. It's a nutrition plan. It's for anybody who's ready to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster. You say, I'm ready to escape this bottomless pit of more and more medications. If that's you, then the 14-day challenge is calling your name. You're ready to escape that endless pit. There's more and more and more meds. It's a 14-day nutrition plan built by me. Not only am I a nutritionist, but I also was a diabetic. I had heart disease and I was obese. I no longer have no more diabetes, no more heart disease, no more obesity. And did you know that as little as 14 days, folks? As little as 14 days, which many people have done on this challenge, they have put a huge dent in their A1C. People have dropped their A1C 2 points in 2 weeks. From an 8 to a 6. From a 7.1 to a 5.7, point and a half. Right? Other folks have done. Some people have gotten taken off of their medication. Some people have their insulin, their glipizide, their metformins. All from following this blueprint. That's what it consists of. What does it consist of? It consists of everything that you need. The plan. It gives you the plan. It's a blueprint. It's the plan. People are like, I don't know what to do. A lot of people say, I don't know what to do. I've had this condition for many years, man. I don't know what to do. My doctor's just been giving me all the warnings, but no real roadmap. If you've never gotten a real roadmap, then the 14-day challenge is the map. It's $99 to join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But if you use the live discount code ENERGY, use that live discount code ENERGY, you join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $79, 20% off. Where is it? People are asking, where is it? Where is the challenge? The challenge is here. Let me show it to you. It's linked in my bio. So follow along. Do me a favor, folks. We're getting ready to get out of here in like 10 minutes. But do me a favor and bebop that screen, man. Let's get this thing to 15,000. But here we go, right here. Click right here. Click on my picture again. Here's how you start. Here's how you start the challenge. Here's how you accept the challenge. Click right here. Click on my picture again. And then you're going to come right here. You're going to come right here. You click this picture right here. For my folks over here on my other socials as well. You click that link in my description. There's a link in my description. You click on it. It'll direct you right here to this page. Here's where the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is right here. There's a lot of freebies too. There's a quiz. If you haven't taken the quiz, go take it. It's a free quiz that you can take. Understand your diabetes management style. This is the master class. Okay, it's a lot of goodies on there. It's a free master class. Go grab it. But then for my serious action takers, for my people who are ready for serious change, this is what I'm talking about. This is the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. This is where your life will never be the same again. If you show up and you do the work, I'm giving you the plan. You just got to do the work. You just got to do the work. What the people are saying, you've heard what the people are saying. People are coming on here and sharing their stories. People have been coming on here sharing their stories. People have gotten taken off of their medication. The doctor took them off their medication after 14 days. I'm not the doctor. I can't take you off your medication. That's not my call. But what I can do is I can show you how to eat properly. I can't give you a blueprint on a nutrition blueprint, and you follow that blueprint, and you go back and you talk to your doctor again 2 weeks later, and you be like, Doc, look what happened to my numbers. Do you think that I should come off of this medication now? You ask the doctor that. There's been many people who have joined my programs, many people over the years who have been taken off their medication. Many people who have reversed diabetes, many people who have reversed heart disease. Just like I did. Why? How do I know how to tell them how to do that? It's because I did it. I reversed diabetes. I reversed heart disease. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm no longer obese, folks. You can probably tell by my face. It's real slim now. It used to be like out here. This shirt that I'm wearing right now is so small. I would not be 5 years ago, I would not have been able to wear a small. In 2019 and 2020, I would not have been able to wear a small shirt. This thing will be busting through your screen right now in 3D. If this were me 5 years ago sitting in this chair, this shirt that I have on would be in full-fledged 3D right now and in your screen. It's $79, folks, to join. It's not $99. It's $79 if you use the live discount code with ENERGY. But yes, it is a one-time fee to join the challenge. It's one time to join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Now, what you do after that, a lot of people, well, what's after the 14 days, Kelley? Because it's going to take 14 days. It's going to take longer than 14 days to get rid of diabetes. So here's what we're doing in 14 days. We're getting you off of the blood sugar roller coaster. We're getting you off all of those ups and downs every single day. The highs, the lows, the highs, the lows. That's what we're doing in the 14-day challenge. That's what we're doing. Getting you off of that roller coaster. Now, people are like, well, what happens after the 14 days, Kelley? Well, after the 14 days is when you go beyond the challenge. If you do great in the 14 days, if you go hard in those 14 days, chosen, After that, you're going to be like, well, Kelley, listen, man, I still got like 50. I lost 15 pounds doing the challenge, but I want to lose more, man. Like, I want to lose like 50 pounds. I want to lose 100 pounds. Well, if you want to do that, you can go beyond the challenge. Like someone who joined the 14-day challenge. Now she's in beyond the challenge. 6 weeks later, she's 34 pounds down. 6 weeks later, she is 34 pounds down. Just talked to her yesterday. 34 pounds in 6 weeks. That's called beyond the challenge. That's what happens after the 2 weeks. But you got to get through the 2 weeks first. I'm going to test you. The 2 weeks is about getting you outside of your comfort zone. That's why it's called the challenge. So for the folks a lot of folks join the challenge and they think it's going to be a cakewalk. Like, no, it's not going to be a cakewalk. I didn't call it a 14-day cakewalk. I call it the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, not the blood sugar cakewalk. Because it's not easy. It's simple. I'm giving you the blueprint. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's designed to take you outside of your comfort zone. Like I said before, if you want extreme results, you're going to have to do extreme stuff. You're going to have to do extreme S-H-I-T. I-T. You're going to have to do extreme stuff. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is going to take you outside of your comfort zone. You might think that people might think that it's extreme. All we're doing is eating real food. It's not extreme to eat real food, is it? But if you show up and do the work, I promise you, you'll be off of that blood sugar roller coaster. You'll be off of it. If that's you, if you're ready to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster, and we're getting ready to get out of here, we're going to be here for like 5 more minutes. If you want to use it, if you want to join that challenge, if that's you, if your blood sugar is spiking more than your rent, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code ENERGY because you know rent today, every year the rent goes up. Every time you sign a new agreement, the freaking rent goes up. Every year. Your blood sugar spiking more than that, then you should probably join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. So we're going to get you off of that roller coaster, but only if you want to get off of it. How you doing, Eva? Hi. Only if you want to get off of it. Because it's choices. It's choices that I always tell people, it's all about the choices that you make. The choices that you make and the habits that you form will determine if you're going to be in great health or if you're going to be in poor health. Nice to join you. It's nice to join you as well. Nice to join you as well, Eva. We're talking about all things, how we're getting ready to wrap it up. We're getting ready to end in about 3 more minutes. We're talking about all things type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, and how this condition is not a lifelong sentence. Wow. That's amazing, Eva. You're down 34 pounds in 4 months. That's amazing. Just by listening to what I'm saying and doing the work. Thank you for validating that, Lisa. Eva. Thank you for validating that, because what you're saying is like I said, like I love to say, action or knowledge without action is just entertainment. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. And you are proving that, Eva, that I'm not up here to entertain you. You're up here to put it for action. You let your learning lead to action, you can do anything that you want. Just by food is no exercise. That's amazing. That's how you did it. How did she do it? Just by food, no exercise. That's it. 14. She's been at it for 4 months. She hasn't even joined the challenge. She's just been showing up every day, doing the work, doing it again the next day. You're quite welcome, Eva. I appreciate that. Show up, do the damn work, do it again the next freaking day. Because here's the thing. All procrastination is just regret on layaway. You pay the layaway off with your daily actions. You guys remember layaway, right? Kmart, go to Kmart, go to layaway, put on something on layaway. That's all regret is. I mean, procrastination. Procrastination is just regret on layaway. Pay the layaway off with your daily actions. Knowledge without action is just freaking entertainment, folks. I appreciate that, Eva. Thank you kindly for saying that. That I'm your digital BFF. Where you located, Eva? Where you out of? Where you located? Where you? Are you from the United States? Are you from Canada? Where you from? Shout out to you. It's going to be a while, but I'm determined to get there. You will get there, Eva. I promise you, you will. Where you from, though? What is our daily actions? Your daily actions is to show up, do the work, do it again the next day. What is the work? The work is if you click that link in my description. New York City. Shout out to New York City. What's the code for the 20% off? It is energy. Energy is the code for the 20% off. Use that because we're getting ready to get out of here. You want to use that right now. What was the questions? Oh, what are the daily actions? Right there. Here's where you do the daily actions right here. Watch. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you where to do the where do you go do it? Yeah, do it now, Virgie, because we're getting ready to get up out of here. What are the daily? Oh, right here. Check it out. Click right here. Click right here. Click on this picture again. And then you go right here. Here's where all the stuff are. Here's where the link is. The daily actions to maintain your pace is this one right here. Is that masterclass? How to unlock your diabetes freedom. It's going to give you the daily actions. 45 minutes. What you're going to learn? You're going to learn what you want to learn? The daily actions. What are the daily actions that you got to do? It's a free masterclass, folks. 45 minutes. Taught by yours truly. You see yours truly right there. You see me on the mic right there. That's me on the mic. I talk on stages too, folks. So you might find me at an event near you coming soon. Talk about all things lifestyle medicine. So that's the lifestyle medicine formula. That's where you're going to get it. The lifestyle medicine formula. Peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, effective sleep. Those are the 4 areas that you got to get right. If you do not get those 4 areas right in your life, diabetes will persist. And what you resist, it will persist. Did you know that, folks? What you resist will persist. There's no escaping it. There's no escaping doing the work. That masterclass, I tell you what the work is. It's a free masterclass. Go take it. Go register for it. But the quiz, the masterclass, 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Here's where the challenge is. Challenge is right there. We're out of here in a couple minutes. Right here. Here's what you can expect. Here's everything you need and ready to take control of your blood sugar, if that's you. What the people are saying, you know what they're saying. You click that link, it's $99. You join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But if you use that discount code ENERGY, you join that challenge for $79. Let's see if I missed any questions. See if I missed any questions before we get up out of here, because we're out of here. We're getting ready to end this thing right now. We'll be back tomorrow, folks. We'll be back tomorrow, same bat time. We'll be back, same bat channel. 8:15 Eastern time in the morning till noon-ish. We're close to, we hang around at close to noon. But We come on, we talk about how to fix this thing, man, like how to get rid of it. Forever. Like forever, ever. You want to fix this thing forever, ever. Like, you ever watched the movie The Sandlot? When they say, how long is that, if you've seen The Sandlot, you know this part. How long is that dog's got to stay? How long you got to have that dog chained up back there? When the police came and they were like, how long you got to have this dog chained up? And they were like, forever. How long do I have to have my dog chained up in the backyard? Forever. That is how you can kick diabetes, folks. Forever. Just like I've done. It's not coming back. I'm insulin sensitive now. I can eat whatever I want, pretty much whatever I want, and not have to worry about my insulin. Not have to worry about my insulin. And shout out to you for joining the challenge. Shout out to you for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Insulin. No high insulin. No more high blood sugar. It's because I made a lifestyle change. Exactly. It's a lifestyle change. Eva, you got it. It's a lifestyle change, not a diet. A lot of people don't want to make a lifestyle change, man. They're like, I don't care. I don't care what my A1C is, Kelley. I ain't giving up no beer. Okay? You can miss me with that one, bro. I ain't giving up my beer, dude. Miss me with that shit. I'm not giving up my Little Debbie snack cakes, bro, for nobody. Definitely not giving up my bacon, and I damn sure ain't giving up my cheese for no little A1C number. I'm talking about my A1C's at a 11.7. My A1C's got, people tell me if it comes between their A1C being high or them leaving like their favorite foods, like whether it be beer or alcohol or cheese or bacon. A lot of people be like, they'll tell me straight up, like, I ain't doing it. I don't care how high my A1C is. I don't care. It's all about choices. You're absolutely right. Shout out to you, Virgie, for joining the challenge. Anybody else want to join that challenge? Because now's your chance. We're getting ready to get up out of here. Use that discount code ENERGY. So check it out. Here's what I want to leave y'all with. We'll be back tomorrow. That when we're born, we look like our parents. You be like, yo, who does he look like, man? He looks like his mom. He looks like his dad. He looks like his grandma and grandpa. She looks like her granny, her great auntie, her great granny. That's who she looks like. She's got the same nose and everything. So when we're born, we look like our parents. But when we die, whoo, we look like our choices.